Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to our Sixers versus Nets watch party. It is Dives, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Today, we're going to be reacting with you guys, watching the game, talking top takeaways, and it will lead up to our post-game show, which will start when the clock hits 0. Joining me today is my man, Joey D. Follow him on Twitter at JoeyD_6. Oh, nice hoodie, man. What's going on?
Thank you, man. Yeah, so wasn't able to join the streams last week. I was out of town. We had to get out of Dodge for a little bit. Sort of quarantine starting to overwhelm us. So I wasn't able to rep the Christmas gift that my lovely mother got for me for Christmas. So I'm finally able to rep it right now.
Let's go. Let's talk about tonight's game. This is our pregame show. We've already got some people in the comments. Guys, if you're watching, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, please be sure to comment, please be ssure to subscribe. We're here all night. We're going to be having some fun with you because the Sixers are the #1 team in the NBA. 7-1, baby. I don't know about you, Joey, but last night I was talking to my buddy on my way home from work on the phone. I was like, when was the last time I was watching a Philly sports game and just pacing? I couldn't sit. I was fully immersed in the game. I was yelling after every basket from Joel Embiid, the steal from Ben Simmons. When's the last time you felt that? I can't go back. I have to go back to the Islanders series with the Flyers or something. It was amazing.
4 years ago, because that game got me so aggravated because that started out as the sort of game that you're so proud of by the end of it, and then they just decided to let Bradley Beal get whatever bucket he wants and get them back in the game, and of course they ended up winning, but that was just for about 30 minutes of game time there. That was agonizing. Just like 2017, blowing a 20-point lead and let the leading scorer get whatever he wants. It was that was brutal, but you take that win.
How crazy was that game? How crazy! There were so many highs in that first half. You had a Sixers bench that outscored the Wizards with Joel Embiid on the bench. He had 1 point. Joel Embiid had 1 freaking point in the first quarter. The bench was looking great. Seth Curry was on fire. The Sixers shot 8 of 28, 28% in the first game versus the Wizards. Came out and just shot 12 of 15 in the first half. Their points in the first half was the most in 30-some years or something. 82 points was the most they had this season. They only had 5 total turnovers. And then Bradley Beal went off. Beal went off between the second and third quarter, just absolutely crazy. 25 points in the third quarter. The Wizards went on a 45-21 run, and then it happened. Everything what you want to see from the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid took over in the fourth quarter. He had something to do, whether it was an assist or a bucket, the final 17 points of the Philadelphia 76ers. Ben Simmons made some big plays. Seth Curry had 6 points in the fourth quarter. It was just one of those most highs and lows emotional games, Sixers games that I can remember, and it was fantastic. But let's talk about tonight. The Sixers are on a back-to-back here, their third game in 4 nights. Everything you would think, just judging from what you know about the Sixers these last 3 years, chalk this up to a loss. Easy loss, chalk it up. But the way Doc Rivers has this team prepared, this is one of the most well-prepared teams in the NBA. Where are my stats? Just in terms of point differential in the first half, they were the third best in the league, plus 6.5. So, and you look at the spacing, you look at Seth Curry and his ability to handle the ball, create spacing for Ben and Joel. The chemistry, the pace was up last night. I don't want to say this is the Brett Brown team. I know Kyrie's out and I know Kevin Durant's out. Even still, this would probably still be a loss in years past, but I'm feeling good. What about you? How are you feeling about tonight's game?
So we were talking about it before we went live, obviously, that before the Kyrie news came out, even though KD was going to miss this game, I fully expected this to be the classic trap game of the century, because you have a game last night where the Sixers should have put it away, but they ended up playing, what ended up being a nail biter. And I think every starter played it over 30 minutes that night. So I was expecting them to be sluggish tonight. Maybe Joel gets some back tightness right before the game. And they just let Kyrie get whatever bucket he wants. That was what I expected. Now I don't know, because I mean, with the way that this Nets, with the players that the Nets are going to be working with tonight, I mean, they should be able to handle this team pretty easily. So for example, what I would expect the starting lineup for the Nets to be, and I'm probably going to be wrong about this, it's probably going to be Caris LeVert, Landry Shamet, Taurean Prince, Jeff Green, and Jared Allen. They've been a disaster so far on the court this season. They have a offensive rating of 88.4, defensive rating of 108.2, which equates to a negative 19.9 net rating. They've not been good. We talk a lot about with the Nets how KD and Kyrie have been the high-scoring duo in the entire league this year. The supporting cast has been pretty underwhelming so far to this point. You lose Spencer Dinwiddie, which takes away another ball handler and just overall just further diminishes your depth overall. And while LeVert has gotten his numbers on any given night, he's been extremely inefficient so far this season. And Shamet has been very, very bad to start the year. And so when you take all of that into account, and despite the fact that the Sixers will be without Seth Curry tonight, with the guys that this team has for tonight, they should be able to handle this team. But because the Sixers, I don't know. Because I could easily see Caris LeVert go back to his bubble form and go off for 30 plus. So I don't know what to expect from this game.
NBC Sports Philadelphia is like completely in my head. They are locked in my head right now. I literally just said the last time I've been pacing around in front of my TV for a game like last night was Flyers versus Islanders. They're replaying an encore showing of Flyers Islanders from last year's from the playoffs on NBC Sports Philadelphia right now. That is.
I wish I was more invested in that Flyers team last year. They were so. I started watching towards the tail end of that run. They were so fun to watch. Carter Hart is legit.
Yeah, man. He made save after save, carried them on their back. Let's go to the comments here. Marquise says, "Let's go Sixers." Goal is to go 1-0. Period. Well said, Marquise. Absolutely, 100% facts right there. I expect a monster game from JoJo, knowing Jordan or his son Allen can't stop him or guard him. He says, I see the Sixers winning 117-108. Ben Simmons drops 26 points. Let's go. Vasilios, what's going on, man? Dwight gets 15 points tonight. I heard he told Dylan. You've been watching the Daily Dose with Dylan. Awesome show. And speaking of, Jake goes, where's Matt and Dylan? I don't know. Apparently, Matt is watching the Avengers. I hope that's true, man. You better
Which Avengers movie, though? That's key right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I make a long-running joke that Gint has only seen Spider-Man 1 and 2, I think. He hasn't seen any other superhero movie. I'm a big superhero fan. Superhero movie.
Yeah. You got to get on it, man. I mean, you're just missing out.
Anthony says, want to see Shake have his first 20-point game of the season. I think he had, 19 last night. Looked great. He looked great.
He had a very sneaky good game. I mean, that was a pretty classic, Shake, 19 points, looking just as a steady ball handler off the bench.
Yeah, that was really good to see. You want to see Shake stay aggressive and get buckets. His catch and shoot numbers have been pretty low so far from 3. You want to see that improve. This guy's consistently in that 45 to 50% range from catch and shoot. I think it was like in that 29% range. We need to get Shake going. But you look at his offensive rating the last 3 games, 119, 114, 116. Definitely getting it going in terms of offense.
And just to add to that real quick, I want to look at the numbers. I mean, Brock and Thiago might actually know better than me. But if he's just missing, wide open looks, those looks are going to go down eventually. Mm-hmm. So I really don't expect him to be in the low 30 some percent from 3 for the rest of the year. I expect more shots to go in for him.
I fully agree. Nasty Nizzle, what's up, fellas? What's going on, man? Let's go Sixers, baby. Let's go. My man, Big Shane Gillis is here. Wait, hold on. Ben going 30. Wait, hold on a second. I just skipped. I'm sorry. Big Shane Gillis says lit squad. The comments they like jump up and down. Marquise says Ben always shows up for Brooklyn for some damn reason. What was that triple double he had last year where offensively and defensively was one of the best performances I've ever seen from Ben?
No, his best performance against the Nets was Game 4 in 2019 when he straight up carried them to that win. I mean, he was the single best player in that entire game. So that was the best.
Austin says picking up pizza will be here soon. Austin will be here soon. I think he's going to be here all game. So I mean,
perfect. We get to watch him write his observations for the night. I'm excited about that.
I guarantee you'll be typing as we're live on camera. But also Also, Tiago will be joining us during the post-game show. So that is something I know everyone loves my man Tiago. Ben going 30, 12, and 8. Oh, man, I really hope so. I wish we were live last night. I really do wish we did a watch party last night because that would have been the most hilarious highs and lows, emotional clusterfuck of a watch party.
I swear to God, I've never seen Davis Bertans miss a shot. I've never seen him miss a shot. He's so as a 6'10", sharpshooter, that is literally the best skill set to have in the NBA right now.
Yeah, right. Marquise says Ben has 24, Embiid 39. Whew. Danny 16, Tobias 28, Shake 23. Let's go.
See, this is what's going to make this game so hard to predict because it could either, be a tight one and, we have to the starters have to have stat lines like that, or it's a wash early and Joel only plays, 20 some minutes and he only has like 16 or 18. So yeah, I'm so hesitant to make any predictions about this game because it could go either way.
Yeah, the Sixers offense has just been on a roll. Last night, their pace 109.7 and effective field goal percentage 0.73 was the highest on the season. They had both the highest offensive rating of 128.5 and their highest defensive rating, which is not good, 123.9. Despite that, they're still the number one defensive efficiency team in the NBA.
They bumped up to 12th with the game, 12th in offensive rating with that game last night.
Okay, cool. So we're almost in top 10 for both. That's freaking awesome.
You need that.
That's so great. Big Shane Gill says, with Seth out. Is Seth out?
Yeah, he's out.
He is out. Oh, snap.
Yes, he is out.
All right, Tyrese Maxey season. Love to see him get more on ball time, some more pick and rolls. But yeah, Shake Milton. I guess this is the Shake Milton game coming.
Yeah.
I just love Seth Curry, man. That is such a fun player to watch. He's so effortless. He's just so smooth. His ability to impact the game in the catch and shoot, help Ben and Joel with spacing. Like that guy, even though Joel was the player of the game, hands down last night, Seth Curry, dude. What did Seth Curry have?
28. I believe he had 28, 6 threes. I think about 4 assists maybe.
Yeah, he had 28 point plus 16, team leading plus 16. Like that guy just is such a huge force. There was a stretch, a sequence versus the Nets or versus the Wizards, in that like early fourth quarter where the Sixers had to stop bleeding and boom, it was Seth Curry. Doc Rivers put Seth Curry back in the game and he had 6 quick buckets in the fourth quarter. And it really just kind of calmed the nerves because you could see the momentum shift. You could see the Sixers get tight. They started hitting the front of the rim. And Seth Curry was almost a catalyst for that entire fourth quarter stretch that held Bradley Beal to 2 points. I don't know if it was him just forgetting how to shoot or the defense or what. But Seth Curry was a huge part of that.
He has to be so happy playing with a guy like Joel Embiid. I mean, I don't think he's ever had this much, space to shoot the ball in his life. So, but the most important part is he's knocking down his open looks at an absolutely ridiculous rate, and that's what this team has absolutely needed. So, and he can give you a little bit of playmaking off the dribble, not too much, but way more than a JJ Redick did in the past. So, I mean, him and Joel are just an immaculate fit together on the court.
It's crazy. He had a 169 offensive rating last night. This guy is just an offensive weapon and way more impactful than JJ. I'm sorry, I love JJ Redick, but this guy just impacts the game on lower touches and just being. He has a presence about him that is making and causing havoc for so many defenses. Big Shane. Coyle says Toby going off tonight. Would love to see Toby kind of shake off a tough game last night. I think he had like 19 points, but it wasn't a
bad Toby game, and he had 19 points.
Yeah, he had 19 points, 8 of 16 from the floor. That's a really fun thing to say. I mean, this is a guy who has absolutely been killing it offensively, and he puts up 19 points, and we're like, damn, Toby.
I mean, quick trigger Toby is the best version of Toby.
I know.
I mean, him just deciding to absolutely, let it rip whenever he gets even a somewhat of an open look is so huge for him and this team and their outlook.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone here for the comments. They are fantastic. Go quickly through them, and then we'll talk about our player of the games for tonight. Marquise says Sixers going off to win off defense, like always. Brooklyn, don't they can't guard elders at a nursing home for nothing. I would love to see the Sixers defense come back tonight. Come back to earth a little bit because it was gone, and that's why I'm a little upset that Kyrie and KD aren't playing in this game, because those are two guys that are one of the best when it comes to driving to the basket, and that's always been the Sixers' Achilles heel, stopping guards or wings from getting to the basket. And it was not going to happen tonight, but that's going to be probably, if the Sixers win, it's just because Kyrie and KD didn't play. If they lose, you know what the story is.
And blow it up. Yeah. Send everybody for Harden.
And then lastly, Marquis says the Sixers have the two best defensive players in the league, Joel, who's also MVP, and Ben Simmons. 100% fact. All right, let's get into player of the game, Joey. Who's your player of the game for tonight?
So I'm going to go with the my sort of inclination that it could be a little bit of a nail biter. Not like a less than a 5-point game, probably like a 10-point game. So that's going to require Joel to have a big game to sort of put the game away. So I'm going to pick Joel to be my player of the game. And one of the things that I really want to look at him tonight is, of course, the Joel Embiid, Jared Allen matchup, because in their game on Tuesday, Allen had a pretty big breakout performance against Utah. He had 19 points, 18 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. He should have been in the starting lineup to start this season, because in my opinion, he's their most impactful defender no matter what. He held Rudy Gobert to 1 point on 0 for 6 shooting as his primary defender, and he also destroyed him on the offensive end. He destroyed a defensive player of the year on the offensive end. And, of course, his prize for having a game like that is to take on Joel Embiid. So, and to this point, Embiid has absolutely owned him in their head-to-head matchup. In 8 games, Joel's putting up 29 points a game, 14 rebounds, just under 4 assists on 50% from the field, 39% from 3, and he's shooting 85% of the free throw line. So while he's probably their better option over, a DeAndre Jordan to go, bang it out with Embiid, he is going to absolutely have his hands full, and that's why I think Joel will end up being the player of the game.
Awesome. Dude, Vasilios, thank you so much, man. He says, dude, if you have any other questions, man, or want us to plug something, floor is yours. Thank you so much. You're too nice. He says Shake is player of the game. That's a really good choice. I just can't go against history here. You look at Ben Simmons in 3 games last year, almost 25 points a game, nearly 9 assists, almost 2 blocks, over 2 steals. He had almost 8 boards. My gosh. And he got to the line nearly 10 times a game. So I'm going with Ben. Ben all the way tonight. Everyone's finally going to get, the more than 20 points that they've been begging for for the last few weeks, even though it doesn't mean anything.
It means nothing. It means nothing as long as he's trying to lock down the other team's best defender, which he should have been doing last night for the whole game instead of trying to just check Westbrook in his pointless post ups.
Yeah.
As long as he's locking up the top option on, of his opponent, and he's facilitating in both half court, which he can kind of do now, and in transition, and he is trying to get to the rim as much as he can. That's all you can really ask for from him at this point.
Yep. We have Big Shane Gillis saying Ben Simmons player of the game. Marquise is saying Ben Simmons player of the game. A lot of Ben Simmons love going on for tonight.
And FYI, Shake is starting in place of Seth.
Shake is starting. And Shake has really played well with Ben Simmons in the lineup. I'm really interested to see how that works in terms of secondary ball handling and who runs the pick and roll in this one tonight. That'll be really fun to watch. But you know what that also means is that Tyrese Maxey and Dwight Howard are going to do a lot of pick and roll in that second unit. And that's going to be really fun to watch.
I love Tyrese. He's so fun to watch.
He's a lightning rod. That guy made some really impressive plays versus the Wizards. Some Allen Iverson-esque plays that this guy just continues to be just a lightning rod in terms of getting downhill, being a spark, and just finishing through contact at the rim. He's amazing when it terms.
He's one of the craftiest finishers I've ever seen as a young guard. I mean, floaters, trying to take contact at the rim. I mean, he's got the whole package.
Yeah. All right, let's go into the Brooklyn Nets here. The Brooklyn Nets beat the Utah Jazz pretty handily, 130-96 on Tuesday night. They got 66 points off the bench. 24 of those came from Karis LeVert, who had a huge third quarter and led Brooklyn with 30 points. Karis LeVert scored 14 of Brooklyn's final 18 points in the third quarter. So really what was so impressive about that win versus Utah was the Nets defense, 94.1. And a lot of that came from Bruce Bowen, who I think started for them. So I don't know if he's going to start tonight. But player of the game, I said Ben Simmons. Let's go on to our score predictions. Guys, give us your score predictions in the comments. Let's get it rolling. Joey, what is your score prediction for tonight?
I'm going to go with I'll go with 111. Actually, no. 112, 100. I think 112, 100 Sixers. I think it'll be a little closer than people would like, but ultimately the Sixers pull out in the end.
I like it. I'll go no Seth Curry. I'm interested to see what the spacing looks like tonight. We talked about Shake Milton's catch and shoot numbers. That needs to improve. So I'm really excited to see Shake step up tonight. Let's go six. I'm going Sixers are going to win this, man. This is not your Brett Brown Sixers anymore. This is a team that Doc Rivers has prepared. Like I said, their point differential in the first half is among the top in the NBA. This team comes prepared. As long as they limit turnovers, it's kind of been like
how you start, it's how you finish, though.
Right on. And I'll go 108-101. Sixers get the W. It's not going to be a double-digit win here. I think, like you said, Joey, I think it might be a little tough to get going, but in the end, Joel Embiid will dominate the fourth quarter like he did last night. Let's go to the comments here. Stephen Green.
I cannot wait for the Nets to come out of the gate and go up 10.
Stephen Green says 117-102. Let's go. Oh, baby. That would be something, man. If the Sixers put out a 15-point victory over the Nets, we're going to have a good night, guys. We're going to have a really good night. That means the Sixers are 8-1. They beat the Nets, even though it's without KD and without Kyrie. You're dealing with a completely different team than we've been watching. This team is cohesive. This team has depth. This team plays with pace. I mean, you look at what was their assists to field goals? It was like 24-58. Like, it's getting better. I just am fully in love with this team. And I actually made a funny kind of poll in our YouTube channel here. Like, What do you think is more entertaining to watch, the 2001 Sixers or the 2021 Doc Rivers Sixers? And what were the votes? 291 votes. 23% 23% said the 2001 Iverson Finals run. 30% said the 2020-2021 Doc Rivers Sixers, and then 47% says too early to tell. So I love how rational thinking the majority of our fans are. I love it.
Yeah. See, I can't comment because I was still using a bib when those 01 Sixers were playing, but I could see them being an exceptionally boring team to watch because it's give AI the ball and who's your second option? Eric Snow. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, this team is a legitimate joy to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, because they have the whole package.
It's amazing. It's really, and I love how all of that flows in a perfect inside-out game featuring Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. It is just a thing of beauty that we've seen over these last 8 games. Seth says 110 Sixers to 104. That's pretty much right on what I said. Zane said 121 to 113 Sixers. Basilio says 108 to 96 Sixers. Marquise 117 to 108. 109 to 91. Big Shane Gillis says another big 18-point win for the Sixers. I love it. Embiid is playing. I literally
Embiid is playing.
All right, Embiid is playing. I just learned that Seth Curry. I literally just got home from work. Brian from the Joe Show says Sixers win 98 to 90. What's going on, Brian? He says, I think the defense is much better with how many points they gave up last night. Yeah, this is one of those statement games for the Sixers to come out and say, that's not us, yo. Our defense is way better. We're the number 1 defensive efficiency team in the league. We take pride on this. They were by a wide margin compared to the second team. So I'd really like to see Danny Green get some steals. Tobias Harris, I'd love to keep him, getting an impact, getting those fast break points, turning defense into offense. What should we do?
The key word, they should be able to handle this team with how many guys are missing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They should be able to lock down most of these guys. Now, and like we said, last night is not indicative at all of how this defense is looking to be. Majority of that game was literally just Bradley Beal getting whatever shot he wanted. I think for most of the game he had well over half of their points. So, I mean, still not a good look for the defense, but I think we should see a better, team effort overall tonight because, a team where, Karis LeVert is your number 1 option, you shouldn't be getting torched by them.
Yeah. All right, let's go into some plugs here. Oh, but first, Modog says he took the Sixers -4. Rooting for you, man. Let's go, Modog. We're rooting for you tonight. Little plug. Make sure you check out my man Brock Landis. He just put out a film breakdown on the Washington Wizards versus Philadelphia 76ers game. Amazing stuff. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out and go, give him a like and a subscribe on his YouTube channel as well. Brock Landis, Landes. Follow him on Twitter at LandisBrock. Phenomenal stuff. You don't find that anywhere else.
He's so good at what he does.
He crushes, man. He crushes it. So I want to say thank you to everyone here that's already commenting. Thank you. Please be sure to like. Please be sure to subscribe. My man Mike Small from the Killing Me Small podcast is bringing on Mike Garofalo to talk about Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts, and the future of the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Garofalo, huge guest coming out. That will be dropping tomorrow morning. So if you're an Eagles fan, you don't want to miss it. Mike,
can we get that man more followers? He had Ian Rappaport. He's getting Mike Garofalo now. Can we get that man's follower numbers up?
Tim Legler, Kenny Albert, this is recent. It's insane. It's insane the guests that he pulls. I think that's real Mike Small. I think so. I'm off the top of my head. You want to that for me, Joe?
I'll pull it up.
Mike Garofalo podcast is guest starring in Killing Me Smalls. And he dropped the nugget about what the Eagles are going to do moving forward. I think you could probably guess it, but it's a pretty big nugget, and it's really interesting.
Yeah, at Real Mike Small on Twitter.
At Real Mike Small.
He's at
Daily,
667. We need to get him to 1,000.
yep. Daily Dose goes down featuring Dylan Davis and my man Matt McGinty. That is a phenomenal show every day 4 to 5. It's a call-in show, so it's really kind of the concept is for you to kind of jump on, comment, ask a question. You don't have to show your face, but that is kind of the concept there. We've been getting huge turnouts for that. It's been terrific. And I just want to say thank you, everyone, that it joins us pretty much regularly. We got an awesome fan base here that is actually knows what I'm doing. And last comment before I leave it to you, before we go to tip off, I just want to say thank God the Ben Simmons, James Harden trade talk has dwindled. And that is it is so refreshing because the first 3 or 4 games of this season, it was brutal. When you're
no, I mean, it's not going to go away. The second this team loses another game, they're going to be coming right back into this comment section.
It was suffocating. It was absolutely suffocating. The Ben Simmons thing is just completely nauseating. When you're on these live streams for over 3 hours, it just becomes like hitting your head against a brick wall. Floor is yours, Joey.
All right, yeah, give me a follow on @JoeyD_6 on Twitter, or don't. I should be dropping more content literally within the next few days. I just need to get up off my lazy ass and actually start writing more stuff. But yeah, give me a follow at @JoeyD_6 and go check out everything that my man Deebs has just been talking about, especially Brock. Brock is really good at what he's been doing with these film breakdowns. Really informative. He knows his stuff, so go check those out.
Yep.
And go follow our guy Mike Small because he needs more followers. Because a guy that gets Ian Rappaport and Mike Garofalo on a podcast should not have less than 700 followers.
Makes no sense. It makes no sense. But yeah, Mike will probably be joining us later. He's in a fantasy basketball, fantasy football draft right now. I guess he does some sort of postseason draft. I don't know what that is.
For next season? I mean, that's a rough rule to have.
I don't know. He apparently he and his friends have been doing it for 20 plus years, so it's pretty cool.
If it's daily fantasy, I could see it, but if it's just for a whole nother new season, then that's sort of not productive at all.
Marquis says, yes, forget Harden. I don't want him and never will over Ben Simmons, who's 24. And let that be the last of the James Harden trade talk.
We will not be promoting any more James Harden comments.
All right, guys, we are 10 minutes away, less than 10 minutes away from tip off. I'm excited, man. I haven't been this gush over excitement about a team in a long time. It's been a long time that this is some of the best basketball I have seen. And I've said it over and over. I think it's better than the 2001 Sixers. I know that's probably a hot take. The same size.
No, say it with your chest. They are more fun than the 2001 Sixers. I mean,
I'm in my 30s. I've got Jim Johnson. I've got Larry Brown in my blood. I'm a defensive head at heart. I've always loved defensive-minded teams. You're watching this, unlike last night. That doesn't count. Just throw that out. But this is one of the best defensive teams, and watching a team win by defense is just so fun to watch. And the spacing and everything has been just a blast to watch. It's like a whole different brand of basketball. Is.
I'm just more, obviously I'm glad that this is a fun team to watch now. I'm just more relieved at the fact that they finally have a team that makes sense. I mean, after last year's debacle, and I can't get over the fact that Daryl Morey constructed this team within a matter of 2 days. So he made this team in 2 days. He figured out what no other GM in Philly could figure out in 3 years, and he did it in 48 hours. So, it's a testament to him. It's a testament to ownership having faith in him. Even though I hate giving this ownership group credit, but what we have is a very fun team that makes sense and is actually built for its two best stars.
Can Daryl Morey work for the Eagles? I'm just saying because the Eagles need a little bit of a miracle right now.
What would be the NFL? What would be the football equivalent of Morey ball, though?
I don't know. That's a great question.
You would know better than me because I'm a football guy, but I'm not that big of a football guy.
I'm like a Philly sports guy. I'm not a general NBA guy. I'm not a general football guy. I guarantee you I'll watch this much playoffs because I'm so numb from what I saw. When you're like doing a preview show every week, and when you're doing pre-games and live streams and post games of the Eagles for 17 weeks after watching that, I'm out, man. Like I can't. I'm numb inside. I can't do any more football this season. But I really can't tell you what's going on in the AFC. I don't watch it, and I'm never one to tell you something about something I don't know. Like I would never front and be like, oh, this and this and this and this. Like if I'm not watching it, I'm not talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be better at sort of watch a lot more basketball because I want to be able to know, especially when I come onto these pods to talk about the Sixers, I want to be able to know about the opponent, their trends, what they do on a nightly basis. And plus I just love watching basketball, obviously. But I will never front and say that I know anything about football strategy because I'll watch it, but I really could not, go into the nitty gritty on football like I possibly could with basketball. But at the same time, I will never claim that I know everything.
Yeah, totally. Carmen Nunez says 115 to 113 Nets. We got our first Nets pick of the night.
Very possible.
Nell, absolutely. Nell Jackson says, "Are you streaming the Sixers game?" We are not streaming the Sixers game. We're just reacting and talking about it.
Go to NBA Reddit. That's where you can find it.
Or listen here because Chris Webber, I think, is doing this game, and he is the worst. So
no.
Yeah.
We have a Marv and Weber for this game. Yeah.
So put that on mute. Turn this game on. Have some fun with us. Comment, chat with us, react with us, cry with us, vomit with us. All the above. It's always a good time with the Sixers. Been a lot more happy. I'm talking about the Eagles actually.
I wish Zoom Off was doing this game. Why do I have to watch the TNT broadcast?
It makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense. I miss Zoom Off every time.
I'll tell you what. The biggest loser of these first 9 games, whoever scheduled, whoever made the NBA television schedule, because they're stuck with so many Warriors national TV games like this where people sit out. I mean, they're the real losers right now.
Yeah. Now it's NBA Reddit with a T. Check it out. That'll probably guide you to what you want to find.
There are many alternative sites.
Yes, there is. Big Shingo says Weber's better than Doris Burke.
I would tend to disagree with that.
I mean,
I love Doris. I don't know about you, but I love Doris.
I don't mind Doris. Like I said, if the Sixers aren't on, I'm watching the Flyers. If the Flyers aren't on, I'm watching a movie or a TV series. Go watch Cobra Kai, by the way. But that's really, I'm not watching NBA or TNT. Like I'm not watching it. I'm just not. It's not my thing.
Have you seen Schitt's Creek? Because my folks and I finished up watching it a couple months ago.
One of the best shows I've ever seen.
Oh man, it makes me squirm, but it's hilarious.
It was so well done. That movie blew me away. When did that came out last year, right? The show. Schitt's Creek came out I think 2019.
Yeah, the last season came out last year.
And just a phenomenally written show. I loved every second of it, and I'm sad that it ended so fast because
Catherine O'Hara is just so over the top in that show.
Oh my god, the characters in there.
She has the most bougie accent.
Yeah, it's so funny. Big Shingo says Mark and Allah are the GOATs, and if you disagree, I fully agree, man.
Yeah. Especially Zoom Off.
Sixers 24/7 creator Joey D. Benedito has passed today. I don't know who that is, but that's really sad. My condolences. Do you know who that is?
I don't know.
That's really sad. Oh, wow. Anyway, my condolences, man. To Joey.
My fellow Joey D.
Vasilio says, what season? Season 3 just came out on Netflix. So we finished it, Vasilio. So if you've watched, I'll talk about Cobra Kai all night. Oh, wait, here we go. Cobra Kai is better than I thought it would be. Just started season 2. Yo, you're in for a wild ride, man. Wild ride. That's good. That is so much fun. So much fun. Cobra Kai. I gave season 3 like an 8 out of 10. But it still got a lot of really fun moments. And if you love the original Karate Kid movies, you'll love Cobra Kai. It's just full and packed of 80s references and all the amazing dynamic between LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence. It's terrific. Have you seen Cobra Kai, right? Karate Kid.
I've not seen Cobra Kai.
What are you waiting for?
What's up?
What are you waiting for?
I'll hop on it, man. I mean, I've been told many times to watch it, so I'm gonna get on it now. I'll get on it. Don't you worry. I have plenty of time to get into it. Also, I saw this on Twitter earlier, and I should have brought it up earlier. So, how long before? I mean, I probably won't be listening to the halftime show, but how long before? Or how about this? What should the money line be for Shaq and Kenny talking about how Joel has like 20 and 10 at half, but he needs to be more dominant?
Can you even say that? Like, if
Shaq has been beef with everybody lately, man.
If
you saw his beef with Rudy Gobert, right?
No, I did not.
He ripped. Oh yeah, he was roasting him for no reason. He was like, if you can average 14 and 12 and get a max contract, then you can do anything.
There's no way you can talk shit on Joel Embiid right now. He's got to be in the race for the top MVP. I mean, just defensively, offensively, the Sixers, they're 7-1. If the Sixers are the top team in the East or one of the best teams in the entire NBA, he's definitely going to be a top 3 MVP candidate, 100%.
If they can maintain this and finish in the top 3, then he should be an MVP finalist.
Oh yeah,
I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, absolutely. What is this? Johnny over Daniel? No way, man. I'm Team Miyagi-Do all the way. Sorry, strike first is wrong. Balance is everything. Get out of here. Big Shane Gillis says, I love the lack of protagonist antagonist. It's really kind of fun to see how Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do just play against each other, and kind of it's up to the viewer which side they're on, because both sides are right. You know, there's positives and negatives to both sides, but it's really kind of your perspective, which makes it so much fun.
Real quick, here's a tweet from Joe. They just put up a tweet from Joe Varden. Apparently, Steve Nash has no idea why Kyrie is not playing tonight, and he's unaware of what his personal issue is.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Basilio, stop it. Miyagi-Do is better than Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is like all modern and for the young kids. Miyagi-Do is about balance and success. I don't know. I'm just messing with you, man. But it's fun. It's a really fun show. Really, really fun show. So we are minutes away from tip-off. Taking a little bit longer than usual. And no Austin. Did Austin bail on us? What is going on here?
He said he was getting pizza.
Hey, he said he was getting pizza.
He literally knew when we were starting.
He'll be on. He'll be on.
He'll be on. All right. So now we're just waiting. I'll eat my spaghetti.
All right. I could send him a message. No, I won't. He'll be on.
Yep. Vasilios, no spoilers. No spoilers, dude. Try to leave out the spoilers. Marky 2 on 5. What's going on, man? Yes, Kyrie is not playing. I should have put some more money on this game. Shake my head. Marky says Kyrie Irving is scared to take the L. That's what sucks, man. I was so hyped for this game, like this time last week, like from watching the Sixers derail the Magic, and then the way they've looked offensively and defensively, unlike last night.
We were talking the whole week about how this was going to be the ultimate litmus test to start the year, and then within a matter of like 2-3 days, that just went right down the toilet. So,
I know.
The Nets are debuting their throwback unis, which I love these.
Right, but now we get to play the game of How far behind is Diver?
You need to get some cable.
I just was tired of. Well, we have Xfinity internet. We do YouTube TV. Yeah.
What do you want me to
Say no problem. All right, here we go. I'm at tip off. Where are you at, by the way?
First possession, Nets have it.
All right, sounds good. Before we, Diverse says this would have been a test, and Edward says 110 Nets over the Sixers.
First bucket by Jared Allen.
First thing I think of when I see that Nets logo,
And turnover.
first thing I think of when I see that Nets logo is Jason Kidd on the Nets.
I love this decor.
Yeah, I like the color scheme too. It's nice. Like the baby blue. Of course, I'm a Phillies fan.
And a 3. All right.
Oh. So Bruce Brown starting, Levert, Allen, Prince. Nice.
And a bucket for Toby. That's a good start.
All right, 5-0 Nets. Here we go. Let's get
And Ben, so Ben's on Levert.
okay.
Oh, he's hounding him. Great defense there.
Tobias just looks so more decisive and confident, man. He's a completely different player than he was last year. Tobias gets the scoreboard.
Just missed open 3.
Tobias Harris, wide open 3, man. Rims out.
I can already feel an L tonight.
You already?
Yeah.
Already? Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, this is going to be an L.
Oh, no.
Jeff Green's hitting 3s.
No, come on. It's the first quarter. They'll get it. Ooh, Shake missed a bunny there that he always makes. Yep. All right, I'm at where you at. I got 10-2 in Brooklyn.
Yep.
Well.
Good stop there, actually. Oh, and 1 for Shake.
Nice. Oh, another turnover.
Shake's got to get going.
I know. They really need to get Shake going. I mean, there you go, Shake.
I don't think Joel has touched the ball yet.
I think you're right. I don't think I've seen a post up yet. I just saw Shake get a runner and one. Shake Milton gets the free throw. It is 10-5 Sixers. Vasilio says, I'm in Boston and I'm ahead of you guys.
Oh, man. You got to hit that, Ben.
Yeah, Nets aren't missing right now. They are not missing. It doesn't seem. Oh, they're shooting 5 of 9, but it feels a lot better than that. How does Ben miss that?
Oh, man.
All right, guys. Come on, man.
Yeah, they got to call a timeout soon. Missing a lot of easy looks right now. And they're playing defense, too.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Tobias Harris gets blocked.
Oh, that was a bad miss.
14-5.
I can already feel it. Oh, the takes are going to be wild for this game. I
Oh,
can feel it.
don't say it, man. It's early. It's early. We'll get it. They'll get, like I said, Joel Embiid had 1 point in the first quarter. They'll get it. Oh my gosh, Tobias almost missed the rim on the second wide open three of the night. What is going on, man?
Not a great start. I knew this was going to happen.
This has to be some of the worst.
This is the night where their shooting, comes back to earth.
Come on, man. They'll figure it out. But this has to be one of the worst first quarters the Sixers have had in a while.
Yeah, this is not a good start.
Danny Green, wide open three, brick. Man, getting wide open shots.
Full drop.
Getting wide open shots is just not hitting. It's like the season opener, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's tired. They look tired right now. Yeah. You can tell. Missing open shots. Not point. Defense is just not there right now.
Yeah, it's not going well. Hopefully it's not one of those games like Cleveland.
That was a nice. Oh, you got to finish that.
That Cleveland game was a really long watch party.
This is gonna be one of them too.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hate games like this too because there are gonna be so many takes coming from this game when this is the ultimate trap game.
Yeah. Rims out on Ben or Joel. Man, okay. Sixers are struggling. 2 of 10 from the floor, 0 of 3 from 3. 5 points. 5 points in the first 5 minutes of the game. Just a brutal start. Chris Dunn says, no legs, look tired. Chris Coyle says, this is old Sixers.
This game should not be, used as judgment at all.
Diverse says, it must be Brett Brown's birthday today. It's way too early. There's no need to hit the panic button yet. Absolutely love the positive energy. Need to play D and keep it close. Philly,
you should be at least happy at the open looks that they're getting right now. I mean, it is tired legs right now, so I hopefully those shots will go down.
Yeah, Sixers are down 15-5 here in the first quarter. Philly B is back. What's going on, man? What's going on, Philly B? He says they look flat. They absolutely look flat. You can tell. Very obvious. Marky215 says we need some Mad Max energy. Hell yeah. Let's go. I would love to see him and Dwight. That's what kind of happened in the season opener, actually. The starters were struggling, and then the second unit kind of took over. So I would love to see Tyrese Maxey get some more on-ball time tonight.
I'm sure they have to at this point because you're down. Not only you're down Seth Curry, but you're also down Furkan Korkmaz and Mike Scott, so they have to give him some more touches.
Yeah. We'll be all right. It's early, guys. It's early.
Turn the heat off in here real quick. I'm getting sweaty.
So look at these. Stop it. We're not losing yet. It's only 10 points. We'll be fine. We're getting some comments that it's already over. It's literally been 5 minutes. We'll be all right.
I mean, the only thing that I hate about games like this is because I know that this is, and knowing how irrational, or should I say, very extremely rational, Sixers Twitter can be. This is just going to be fodder for terrible takes.
Yeah. So it's their third game in 4 nights. It's on the second of a back-to-back.
On the road, nonetheless.
On the road. Even though KD and Kyrie are out, you could tell that they're looking a little sluggish here so far. But they're getting open shots. They're getting wide open shots.
They need to hit them.
They will. Positive energy, guys. Positive energy. Trust my man Dwight. I'd love to hear that. I just said that. I would love to see Dwight and Maxey go to town here. That's the energy we need here.
It's so weird seeing Steve Nash as a coach.
I hate Chris Webber, and then her new weakness may be back-to-back games. That's not new. Since we've had Embiid, that's been our weakness.
That was good defense by Allen.
What's that?
Good defense by Allen there. Ah, man. I knew that this might be the Jared Allen game. Ooh, shooter's bounce by Danny.
Man, Embiid's really struggling here in the first quarter.
Great defense by Ben.
Oh my God. 17. Oh, Danny got a lucky bounce. All right, maybe that's what we needed. We need some bounces here to go our way. There you go. Ben pokes it. Oh, they got it back. Oh, and it's out on.
No, it's not.
Hard ball. Nice. Oh.
They're not letting Joel get any airspace. They're doubling him every time he touches the ball.
Yeah. Was that Cleveland game on a back-to-back?
I
think it was.
I think it was.
I think because we played the Knicks then the Cavs. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let us know in the comments section because
this is looking like this is not looking in their favor.
All right, we have Mad Max in. Another wide open corner three for Danny. He misses it. Ugh. Oh my God. Karis LeVert hits a tough shot and one.
Yeah, they're 3 for 13 right now on field goals. So
my goodness. Oof. Diverse says this is going to be a late fourth quarter heart attack win.
Just knows that Tyrese is first off the bench right now.
And need to hit some shots and get Embiid some space. I mean,
their defense is not looking good right now. This is not good for their brand.
Shit. All right, we got Ben.
And 3 for Joel.
Ben gets on the board. The little turnaround baby hook. Yeah, wide open lanes. Wide open lanes to the basket. Yeah, MB is just kind of.
Oh, great steal by Toby.
As Joel drains the three right there.
Dunk for Toby.
Nice. Got it. Keep the faith, man. We got this. We got this.
Ben is hounding LeVert.
Yeah, Toby. Toby with the steal and slam. Let's go. Let's go. All right.
Foul, Danny.
We're coming back. Oh, great defense by Ben. Did he just block his three?
Yep.
That looked like it.
Defensive player of the year.
Oh, easily. It's not even a question.
You know who the last guard was to win the defensive player of the year?
Who?
Well, try to guess. Hasn't been done in 25 years.
25.
Yeah, well, a guard hasn't won defensive player of the year in 25 years.
Oh my gosh, who? I don't know.
Gary Payton, the glove.
Yeah. That's insane. That doesn't sound right to me.
Always been a big man award.
Yeah.
Missing so many open shots.
Well, Ben and Joel pick and roll. Wide open three to Toby. Misses it. Man, they've had just wide open shot after wide open shot so far this first quarter.
You would expect most of these to start to go in.
They're just missing. Joel's playing a little soft there on defensively, it seems. I don't know.
Allen, Jared Allen.
Tobias freaking Harris has 6 points in 9 minutes, leading the Sixers. Looking good, looking very good.
They need to stop these, easy looks at the rim right now.
Yeah, that is definitely the major aerial weakness here for the Sixers.
Cut off the driving lanes and just protect the paint.
The Nets have 24 points with 14 points in the paint so far. And Sixers only have 2 turnovers, so that's nice. But the Sixers are getting out-rebounded 12-7, and 4 assists. Tied apiece with 4 assists. So we're good. We're good, guys. We're only down what? We're down 7 points. We're getting our shots. I just think I definitely can tell that Seth Curry is missed right now. Of course you would miss a guy that's shooting like 60+% in the catch and shoot, But Here we are. We got it, guys. We got this.
We'll see. I mean, they just have to start. They have to knock down shots. I mean, they're getting open looks. They just need to start going down.
Uh-huh.
I love this tweet. Danny Green is maybe the most frustrating career 40% three-point shooter to watch ever.
As long as he doesn't go through like major like month sequences of like not being able to shoot or forgetting how to shoot, I'm good with Danny Green. How many times have we seen players on the Sixers just like have these splits of 30% and then 45%, and it's just like it's all over the place. Just
Rocco his first couple of years.
That's where I was going with that. But anyway, Dunder Dude says, I'm not worried right now. Coyle says, if they keep it to 10 or under, we're going to win by 15. Love the positive energy. Marky215 says, Joel's not blocking anything at the rim. He's tired. He's definitely tired. It's pretty obvious. And I agree with this. This is a great comment. Toby has to take over. Right now he has 6 points, leading the Sixers. 6 of the 17 points for the Sixers. 3 of 7, so he's putting up shots. Toby's putting up shots. He's 0 of 3 from 3. At least 2 of those were wide open three-pointers where no one was within 5 feet of him. So they'll start falling. They'll start dropping. Thunder Dude says 10-point lead to 7 points. All we need to do is make the shots and some defense. That's a little bit of the concern, is that the Sixers' defensive energy has dropped a little bit.
Pick and roll defense has not been there so far.
And they're tired. It makes sense.
So Austin cleared up, by the way, the Joey DiBenedetto who passed away. He ran the Sixers 24/7 Facebook group.
Okay.
So I wasn't aware of that.
I'm not part of that group.
I'm not part of it either.
That sucks, though. All right.
Man, Shake just went hard into a DeAndre Jordan screen.
Oh, turnover by Ben after the timeout.
Just wait.
Oh. All right, Dwight is in. Sixers ball.
Yeah, but that's running into a brick wall right there.
Yeah, he's so good at setting screens, man.
Got two former Sixers on the court right now. Oh, Dakota. Oh, we got early Dakota Mathias minutes right now.
Mathias is in?
Yeah.
Interesting, over Matisse. So Doc is going offense. He's
Going
going
shooting right now.
well. I mean, what does Mathias is actually really good in the catch and shoot. I think he's around 40%. So
He lit it up in the one garbage minute game.
yeah. All right, Dakota Mathias. Let's go.
This is a weird lineup right now.
I know. I don't. All right. All right.
Dwight, Shake, Matisse, Dakota, and Tyrese.
Matisse hits a bucket, or sorry, Shake hits a bucket. We're down 5 points now with 2 and change remaining. Another 3. Rims out for the Brooklyn Nets. Let's go, Sixers. Tyrese Maxey runs it up the court. Come on, baby. Oh, Dakota Mathias. This is great. Shake for 3. Oh.
Can't believe he's getting first quarter burn right now.
I know. Clearly, Doc Rivers is looking for someone to make a freaking bucket from the perimeter.
Oh man, I don't know. They should have gotten that rebound 4 rebounds ago.
Matisse is in. My bad. Matisse is in. Anyway. Ugh. Oh, that was a bad miss.
All right. This is Brick City right now.
There you go, Dwight. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go. Shake Tyrese Maxey's putting on a clinic there and misses the layup.
This was some ugly basketball, but Shake just hit a little runner.
Nice defense by Shake Milton there. I could watch this all day long, man. I could watch a Tyrese Maxey, Dwight Howard pick and roll all day long. All day long. I just love it. I love it to death. Even if he misses shots, I'll watch it.
Man,
Tyrese.
Some bad offense right there.
All right, but it's still a game.
Pull up 3 from Tyrese.
No way.
No hesitation.
Are you serious? Oh man, I'm excited for this one.
Man, you're so behind.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they just got Shake just got it stolen from him. Oh yeah, transition 3, let's go, Tyrese Maxey, Mad Max.
Final transition.
Quill says Mad Max. We got more Mad Max.
Shake to the line to wrap up the quarter.
Mad Max.
This ended up not being a terrible quarter to wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. All right. So guys, come on. Let's get some positive energy flowing here. We're all right. We're doing okay here. Six are only down 3. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We kind of survived that first quarter there, and things could be much worse, even though we bricked wide open shot after wide open shot. We'll be all right.
I get it, man. Tyrese pulled up with no hesitation.
Yeah, he's got some threes the last several games. Love to see it.
All right, 28-26 at the end of 1.
28 to 26.
Not terrible.
Yeah, I'll take it. The bench clearly had a major impact. This has all the feels of the Sixers season opener when the starters just couldn't hit anything, and the Sixers bench actually looks somewhat okay.
I'm reading some of these tweets about this broadcast. It sounds so bad. So I've read that Marv Albert has confused DeAndre Jordan with Taurean Prince. He called Shioza, Landry Shamet, and Maxey and Milton are basically the same people.
Thunder Dude says, I love how our fan base is not happy because we want them to lead all game, every game, or else they aren't happy. That is a fact.
Yep, sounds about right.
Billy boy, where's Justin? He's visiting his girlfriend who lives. They have a long-term relationship, so he's out doing girlfriend duty for the foreseeable future. But I believe he'll be back on Saturday. I believe he'll be back.
Imagine having a girlfriend.
Oh, those were fun days.
I'm still living those days.
Chris Coyle says, I will take that being down 2 after that start. Divert says the bench squad is going to win this. And Shake shooting 28% from 3. That's bad. Yeah, it's not good, man. It's like 29% from catch and shoot 3. It's we need to get Shake going because you look at his career at SMU, you look at him with the Delaware Bluecoats, you looked at him with the Sixers last year. He was right around that 45 to 50% range from catch and shoot 3. This isn't Shake Milton. I know he's better than this. So
or rather, really called Chris Shioza Landry Shamet.
Oh my God.
Oh, he needs to retire.
You know, Marv Albert was also on the Killing Me Smalls podcast. Did you know that?
Oh, he was?
Wait, no, I'm thinking of Kenny Albert. My bad. Kenny Albert.
I'd say if you have Marv Albert.
Yeah. The Curry effect is real. The Seth Curry effect is definitely being felt tonight.
But it's not the only thing. I mean, this is the back end of a road back-to-back. So this was heavy legs were to be expected.
Yeah. For sure. We'll be good, guys. We'll be good. The Sizers are going 81-1 in the 72-game season.
Yep.
That sounds like
I mean, that's a pretty logical assessment right there.
All right, start of the second quarter. Let's go.
I'm going to sneak in a bathroom break real quick. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. What do you guys think of the game so far? Think we're going to win this, guys? I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. The fact that it's not the fact that they aren't hitting them, it's the fact that they're getting wide open shots. They'll start falling. Got to keep that glass half full mentality, right, guys? Right, guys? Sixers went on a 16-6 run to end the first quarter. We'll start the second quarter really strong here. With Tyrese Maxey floater, let's go. God, I love Tyrese. Such a fun player to watch, man. His ability to just go downhill is relentless. Fearless, man. How many times have Sixers fans wanted a guy like Tyrese Maxey that is not afraid to get a bucket? We haven't had that since like Jimmy Butler, man.
What did I miss?
Tyrese Maxey had a nice floater. Back-to-back floaters from Mad Max. All right, let's go to start the second quarter. Mad Max is
oh man, you know. I love the high the high follow up that Shake does. The high gather is what I meant when he's driving to the rim. I love that move.
Tyrese
Maxey blocked by Matisse. Blocked the Joe Harris 3.
I love how Maxey's just not afraid to shoot. Nice take by Shake Milton there off the backboard. Really strong move to the paint. Man, that means the Sixers, are they winning now? They are 100% beating the Nets after that mess of a
All
start.
right. You just can't give Joe Harris that shot.
Haven't seen that. Diverse says, yes, we're going to win. They're just going to drive Doc nuts.
Oh, that was nasty.
Good or bad?
Oh, great. I'm telling you, the Shake and Dwight pick and roll.
Need to get Shake going, man. Need to get Shake.
35, man. Dwight is still spry as ever.
It's amazing, right? And the fact that he makes Dwight.
Yeah.
Dwight with the
Harris, man.
That was sick. Oh my God. Dwight Howard with a monster alley-oop and Shake Milton. Let's go. That was sick, guys.
Oh my God, Dwight, what are you doing? You gotta flush that. It's what they pay you for. All right, this is like a personal Ito run by Joe Harris right now.
Oh no. Is it me or is Dwight Howard missing dunks a lot lately? Did anyone else notice that?
10-0 run by Joe Harris.
Are you serious?
They get a bucket here, they might need a timeout.
Joe Harris is clicking right now.
Remember when he got exposed in the 2019 series? I remember he did nothing. Mm-hmm. I don't remember him that series.
I remember Jared Dudley.
I don't talk about him. Elmer Fudd.
Yep. Yeah, this the Sixers had a lead, and now the Nets are just.
It's one thing to be annoying. It's another thing to just be a nuisance.
On my end, the Nets are up 38-34. Look at 3-point.
Joe Harris at the line right now.
Okay. All right. Yep. Just got fouled by Matisse. Brooklyn's up 38-34. It's the Joe Harris show in the second quarter, and the Tyrese Maxey show. Tyrese Maxey had a couple nice shots.
Wow, two missed free throws from Joe Harris.
Interesting. We're good, guys. We're good at. John Coyle joining. What's going on?
Another Dwight lob.
What's going on, John? Says Dwight Howard is everyone's father, 100%. I like this one. That was potential Thunder and Thunder Chocolate Thunder. Daryl Dawkins, glass breaking backboard dunk. Man, Chocolate Thunder, man. Daryl Dawkins was sick.
Matisse steal.
Oh,
and he still can't finish a layup.
Man, Dwight Howard's getting some lobs tonight, man.
Matisse is always everywhere. Great contest on TLC.
There you go, Matisse. Oh, he misses the layup.
Yep.
Is that Rocco? What was that?
It's amazing how great of a defender he is, yet he can't do anything else.
Robert Covington, man. All right, Toby with a bucket. Tie game. Sixers Nets are tied 38 apiece. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Come on. so far. Tobias Harris has 8 points in 10 minutes, 0 of 3 from 3. Shake Milton leads the Sixers with 11 points in 14 minutes. He also has 2 assists and 1 turnover. Joel Embiid's coming on the floor. Love to see it. I need Joel to take over here in the second quarter like he did last night. He had 1 point in the first quarter and then just went crazy the next 3 quarters. So hopefully we get a repeat. Marquis says Matisse is definitely Rocco Jr.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what he was compared to coming into the league. The problem is who drafted him? Brett Brown, not Doc Rivers. So,
I mean,
it's a different offense.
I mean, he has a legitimate NBA skill, and that's why he's going to stick in the league. But he needs to tighten up that handle, become a better finisher.
Yeah. If you can't put the ball on the floor in Doc Rivers' system, run in and out of pick and roll, and be a reliable.
They are not letting Joel do anything.
Interesting.
I'm immediate double every time he touches the ball.
Interesting. Maxi's getting a lot of usage tonight. I love to see it. Matisse wide open 3, bricks it.
Usually that's Seth Curry.
I know, right?
Timeout. Joel's about to go to the line after this, though.
All right, cool. Definitely.
Very, very just like uneventful game.
It really is.
For being a 2-point game, it's boring.
Other than the Dwight Howard lobs, like that's pretty much all we got going for us right now. Anyway, timeout. Sixers are down 38-40. 6 minutes and 37 seconds to go. What's your main takeaway of the game so far, guys? Let us know in the comments. I love that positive energy. Marquis says, we got this. Steven says, Joel has to beat those doubles. So 100% right. But the Sixers are missing wide open shots in this game. That is like one of the main takeaways so far.
Austin made a good point actually on Twitter. Seems like once Kyrie went out, the game plan was modified to give Ben and Joel some extended rest, which I can clearly see because when Dakota Mathias is getting first quarter run, you know you're trying to give your guys a little bit of rest.
Yeah. So, timeout, time to make a drink. What are you guys drinking tonight? I got some Merlot going tonight. We got an early start tomorrow, so.
I'm having water. Wait, what bottled water do you usually get when you go to the store? We get a lot of Deer Park.
Yeah, Deer Park. We also have the filter water, so we use that a lot. You just put like water in a filter thing, and it does it for you.
What's your take on Dasani? Because I've seen a lot of polarized takes about it. It's definitely got a taste to it, but I honestly don't mind it if it's a necessity.
Water's like my weakness. Like I don't drink enough of it, and I know I should drink way more, but I don't drink enough water. That's my weakness.
I always try to go for at least 2 or 3 a day.
Yeah, I need to do a lot better than that. Water's in coffee though, right?
It's water's in everything. It's in beer. It's in liquor.
Steven says Ben Simmons will come in and save us with his defense. Sports Reaction says 76ers versus Clippers final. What does that mean? I don't want to talk about that. If that's about the
not going ahead.
that's about the quadruple doink, we're not talking about it. Ben needs to attack. Shake and Harris leading in scoring. Captains and Sprite. All right. Very cool. Very cool. It's good stuff. Dasani is creek water. I don't know what that means.
No, it kind of is, but it's got a taste to it.
Is it?
Trust me, if you sample Deer Park and then sample Dasani, you can point them out.
Okay.
You can tell that there would be a difference.
Okay. A lot of people do not like Dasani.
It's Deer Park and Poland Springs for me are the 2 best.
Brian says filtered tap water is better than bottled. That's what we do. We just do the filtered water. It's fine.
You know what I like too? Smart Water is actually really good. I drank a lot of that when I was up at Fordham because that's all they sold in the on campus market.
I do. I get those like 0-calorie like sugar packets and to put in water, and that's what I drink all day. I can't drink water on its own. I just can't.
I mean, you're not as bad as do you remember? I don't know if you remember that story that came out about Odell Beckham when he said he just doesn't drink water at all.
Oh, really?
Just drinks like Gatorade and soda and all that. And I'm like, that is the unhealthiest thing you could possibly do.
Yeah,
you have to have some bit of water.
Yeah, I don't drink soda. If I have soda, it's like once in a blue moon. But yeah, soda's terrible.
Yeah, I don't drink soda.
Sorry, now we're not going to show you the game. I'm sorry, man. But you can hang out with us and we'll talk. We'll keep you updated.
We're better than Marv Albert and Chris Webber.
Absolutely, 100%. Coyle says Britta all day. So here we go. The Sixers are now tied with the Brooklyn Nets 40-40.
And Danny Green fouls Bruce Brown on a 3 because, of course.
Oh, good.
It was a sneaky good get for them.
Yeah.
And he misses the free throw.
Diverse says Desania's Delaware River fish piss. Man, Desania.
Ben pull up 3. They bricked it.
Thank goodness.
I mean, Ben spot up 3. I don't know why I said pull up 3.
He took a spot up 3?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No hesitation. He
All right.
stepped right into it.
All right. No, we're not streaming the game, Coyle. Gosh, for the 11th time. Oh my gosh, Ben! Did Ben even hit the rim on that?
That 3. Come on, man.
Do not hit this.
The offense just looks so bland tonight.
Man, there's no flow in this offense. No, I'll take it back. They're getting shots.
It's just it just feels bland.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I think that they're getting to their spots. They're getting shots.
But the ball movement we've seen over the last few games has just not really been there.
Yeah. Maybe they're a
oh man, they did him so dirty there. They showed a slow-mo of him bricking that 3.
Oh no. They're showing Ben Simmons taking corner 3s in pregame.
Watch.
Oh yeah, it did hit the rim though. Tyverse says Ben is going to be a mad bomber tonight. Let him fly, baby. This is definitely the game to do it. Well, who cares? What do you want?
Time for a timeout soon.
Just take it.
I
don't know what you want. All right.
Timeout.
All right, what'd I miss?
Just a lot of nothing.
Man, what is the field goal percentage right now? This is brutal to watch.
I can check right now.
It's 40%, which is okay, but they're shooting.
What are they shooting from 3?
23% from 3 in this game. All right, another timeout. Another Sixers timeout here, down 47-40. Not the second quarter we want to see. Nets are outscoring the Sixers 19-14 in the second quarter. Oof. Just Nets are still beating the Sixers in the paint. The Sixers have 12 fast break points. They're getting out-rebounded by the Nets 30-20. What is Joel Embiid doing tonight? Joel Embiid has 5 points in 11 minutes, 1 of 5 from the floor. He's a minus 12. No turnovers, but Joel Embiid has really been a non-factor in this game.
They're sleepwalking through this.
Yeah. As soon as like Kyrie was like, "I'm out," they probably were like, "We're out."
They're like, okay, yeah, we're not. All right, this game doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're not gonna try here. But anyway, here we go. Thunder Dude says Sixers are definitely tired. Marquise says Sixers are missing Seth Curry badly. 100%, man.
Because the thing is, in a normal game this season, you can double Joel, but you do have to do that with hesitation because it's almost a guaranteed, knockdown three every time you double him. Now they can just double him and not worry about who's taking the shot.
Exactly. Thunder Dude says that we need to see the bench more. The bench has 11 points tonight, all from Tyrese Maxey, who has 7 points in 11 minutes. He looked really strong. And Dwight Howard has 4 points, all lobs at the rim, and 6 boards. Matthias has not taken a single field goal attempt, and Matisse is 0 for 2 from 3 in 10 minutes, but has a steal and a block and has shown pretty good defense overall. So 11 points from the bench. Need to see more for sure. And that's the trickle-down effect of when you have no Seth Curry and Shake Milton is now in your starting lineup. It definitely has a major effect on this team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of heavy legs and not a lot of moving around and not a lot of passing.
Thank you, John. You guys are all too nice, man. Thank you so much, John. You're the man. Thank you. So, you're the man. I know John very well. So,
so he's a friend of the show then.
He is definitely a friend of the show for sure. Probably a lot more than that too. Kevin says, please get Shake out there again. Yeah, I mean, Shake is put him around Dwight Howard and Tyrese Maxey. That's what we need. Let Joe put up some shots. He's 1 of 5 from the field right now. He just looks like he's in cruise control right now. Nadir, what's going on, man? What's going on, Nadir? What the hell is that? North Korea launching missiles. Wait, for real? What?
What? What was that?
I hope Nadir is.
I thought you're. No, I'm talking about the play right now.
I'm like listening to this Nadir quote. I'm like, what is going on? Anyway. All right. Come on, Joel. We need to get Joel cooking here because Joel has been completely checked out. Oh. Oh, I get it now. Nadir was making fun of Ben Simmons.
Oh.
It took me a while to figure it out, but Nadir.
All right. So apparently, Chris Webber just called Taurean Prince a DeMarre Carroll.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh my God. How can you be that bad at your job? At least I showed up tonight.
All right. I've got Nets 49, Sixers 40 on my end.
And Levert for the N1.
Oh, come on. We're good, man. Just keep it a game. Nice little floater by Tobias Harris there. We got this, guys. We got this. Just keep it in striking distance, and we'll take over in the fourth quarter. We'll push up the defensive intensity in the second half. Just keep it a game. Yeah, the Nets defensive rating,
And one for Joel, possibly.
nice. The Nets defensive rating against the Utah was 94-1, but like that's not the case in this game. Like I just see the Sixers missing wide open shots, 3 of 13 from
A lot of wide open shots.
like that's been my storyline. I don't see the Nets playing great defense here. I just see the Sixers missing shots. There's our Joel. That's the Joel we need right there.
He's only at 7 points, 2 of 6 shooting.
Yeah, I mean that's a quiet 6 points. Like he's not even getting. It seems like he's not even getting the ball that much.
Well, they get him the ball and then they immediately double.
Well said. All right. Still a game. Still a game. Joel Embiid at the line. Gets the free throw. Sixers down 7 to the Nets. 3:47 remaining.
Offensive foul?
What? What?
I'm not going to like that.
What?
Spins for the corner 3. Rims out.
On the chicken arm? Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. On the chicken wing? Oh, my God.
Wow, that is soft. That is really soft. That is a soft call, man. Come on. Come on, man. NBA is soft, man.
No Harris game.
Again? Ugh.
Joel just does not have it tonight. Oh, man.
Joe Harris, 54. Is it the, unlike Bradley Beal, is it the Joe Harris night? What does Joe Harris have in the second quarter? Something crazy.
Bird's up to 15, 5, and 4.
There you go. Oh, Ben. Come on, Ben. Major swing there. Come on, Ben. Man, this is a tough game, guys. Tough game.
This is not a very aesthetically pleasing game to watch.
Tough game. We'll get through this.
Yeah, Joe can't win them all.
Who's worse, Reggie Miller or Chris Webber? Any comment?
Weber by. How do you mix up Taurean Prince with Damari Carroll? That's terrible.
Aram says, "I bet $300 on the Sixers."
Yeah, that's not looking good right now.
No, it's not going very well. Says in terms of Chris Webber and Reggie Miller, they both get on my nerves, but Reggie Miller's a little bit better. And I concur. Reggie's a little bit better. Mo Dog, I'm sorry, man. It's not looking good, Mo Dog. Sixers are sluggish tonight for sure. They're getting their shots. They're just kind of a half step behind tonight.
I hate when Joel goes for the foul. Like I hate when he just goes for the foul.
Yeah.
Good drive by Ben.
No. Shit. Ugh. Oh my gosh, a steal? Oh, thank God he rimmed that one out. Tough game, guys, so far. Tough game. That was pretty by Ben. Pretty move by Ben.
I don't know where that foul was.
That was nice. All right, Sixers down 10 here. Minute remaining. Where's the foul in that? Man. Man, oh man.
Scott Foster, man.
Marquise says, let's go, Ben. I need this. I need him to be this aggressive. Rob says, back-to-back games on the road this early this season is insane. They look exhausted. 100%. Modog says, no worries. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Sixers should make money in the games to come for sure. So, anyway. I thought they would play better than this, just from what we've seen, just being a well-prepared team with Doc Rivers. They have shown that they are very good at coming out in the first half and beating their opponent, one of the best in the league at that. But not tonight. You can just tell they're just something about their demeanor is a little off tonight. They look tired.
All right, this is getting out of hand. This is just terrible.
Ooh, Ben just got swatted, which leads to, of course, a 3. All right, guys.
I'm not having fun.
The Sixers have fought adversity before. They've shown many times they have fighting them, but this is not good. This is not good, guys. We got this though. I like this by Philly B. We will win. Stay calm. Stay calm.
16 point. Well, hopefully 14 at half.
Whew. Nice block by Ben there.
Sure, the takes from this game will be rational.
Oh, yeah. Sixers and rational thinking, they go hand in hand. Yeah, we'll get out of this one, guys. We'll get out of this one.
All right, that's the end of that half.
14-point game. My goodness. I'm glad that's over.
That was a bad stretch. That was a bad minute and a half stretch there.
Woo! I'm just glad it's over. All right. So, leading scores for the Sixers is Tobias Harris with 12 points. Second up is Shake Milton with 11 points. Joel Embiid with 8 points. And the Sixers are down 65-51. 39% from the floor for the Sixers. 21% from the floor for the Sixers. What did they shoot in the first half there from 3? The Sixers shot 12 of 15 from 3 in the first half versus Washington. Tonight, 3 of 14. Literally the exact opposite compared to the previous 2 nights. The Sixers are tired, right?
It's a trap game. This is a trap game. I knew it. I tried to tell you this is a trap game. Heavy legs, no ball movement. Nets are getting whatever shot they want right now. Way too many wide open looks right now. And this is a very bland effort by them.
I think the problem here is a lot of this game resembles the season opener versus the Wizards, where the starters couldn't hit anything, and the second unit came in and played really strong and kind of led them. However, with Seth Curry out, there's a trickle-down effect where now that Shake is in the starting lineup, it's really just Tyrese and Dwight trying to keep up the Sixers here. And although Tyrese has played really well, 11 minutes, 7 points, Dwight Howard, 4 points in 8 minutes and 7 rebounds, it's just not enough. It's just not enough for the Sixers right now. And really, this entire half boils down to missing wide open three after wide open three. The Sixers are getting their shots. They look tired. They're not hitting their threes. Here we are. And I wouldn't say Joel looks checked out.
They look checked out.
Yeah.
that last minute and a half of the first half was not a good look for them.
Yeah. So Rob says, I want to see lots of Maxey due to his energy.
This is a perfect opportunity for him.
Yep. Monster and B needs to come out for the second half. We need him. Let's hope that Coyle says saving energy for the second half. So let's hope that the Sixers are just kind of in cruise control. We'll see, get a new team. I don't know, man. My vibe right now, I'm trying to be positive. But my vibe is right now that they're packing their bags. But
yeah, they're ready to go home. Well, they're ready to go. Yeah, they're ready to go. They're ready to go home.
Aram says being down 14 is not that bad. If you were 14 points ahead at halftime, you wouldn't celebrate the win already as well. That's right. Diverse says, rumor has it that Brett Brown is possibly making a return back to the Sixers as equipment manager. Oh, my God. Poor Brett Brown. I wonder what he's up to these days. He
was at some – I thought I saw something of him the other day. He was somewhere. But besides that random tweet that I saw of him, he's been off the grid ever since he got fired.
Let us know in the comment section below. What is Brett Brown up to? Wrong answers only. Just be funny. Let's go there. We need something to entertain us. How would you grade the Sixers' performance in the first half, Joey?
Strong C-. Just lethargic on both ends of the court. I mean, like I said earlier, just defense is loud. I mean, they're allowing Brooklyn to get pretty much open shots at will. Not closing their driving lanes, letting them get into the paint. And then on the offensive end, just not there. Missing wide open shots. Joel has looked extremely lethargic to this point.
Yeah.
Ben too. Just nothing positive from that half.
Yeah, Ben is 4 turnovers from Ben is inexcusable. Joel Embiid looks just lethargic and not engaged at all at getting to the bucket, getting to the paint. So this is just I'm sure Shaq is talking a lot of shit right now. I can't hear what he's saying, but I'm sure there's a lot of hatred going on towards Joel Embiid.
I can only imagine what he's saying right now.
There it is.
And here they come.
It's only a matter of time. Rasheen says they're checked out. Would love to see Tyrese max out. Yes, sir. He had a really good first half. Tyrese Maxey had a very strong first half. Concern 3D says we just need to start hitting shots. When the second unit was actually done well and cut into the Nets lead. So, yeah, that's the problem is no Seth Curry out there. You just see how much that impacts the Sixers' depth, especially on the second unit.
Especially with Mike Scott and Furkan not available too.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting to kind of see it now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, guys. I think a C- is pretty fair. I'll piggyback off of that. C-. They just look checked out in this first half. Sorry, guys. Wish we had a better product to talk about tonight, but here we are.
It's just so bland. It's such a bland game.
one of the worst things ever is like when you're covering the Delaware Bluecoats and the Bluecoats get blown out and you have to do like the post-game interviews and you like have to like think of questions to ask the coach and the players. Like no one wants to be there. It's like just an awkward conversation to begin with. Of course they sucked. Of course they played bad.
I mean, that's any athlete after a bad loss. It's like, what do you want? What do you expect them to say?
Yeah.
We sucked. Yeah. We did nothing right. It's like some people expect them to get, biblical on them, but I mean, it's pretty straightforward. We sucked.
These are the pods that will like strengthen your ability to be a podcaster for sure. You have to like kind of continuously think of things to talk about when there's bad performances going down.
I'm tempted to turn on my audio right now to see what they're saying about Joel, but I also just don't want to.
I'm not. I don't care enough about what they have to say. I don't care. I don't care at all.
He could have 50 and 20. They'll find something to say.
Well, there we go. Love it.
Just wish we had more people in here.
Tobias for Beal. What?
I put that poll out the other week. Which would you rather do? Trade Ben for Harden or keep Ben and trade for Beal? I would do the Beal trade.
Yeah.
Because he's not Harden, but he gives you everything that Harden would give you if you trade for him. Plus, you would be able to keep Ben.
Right. Man. What do you want to talk about?
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think too.
I need to send this text real quick.
I mean, it was pretty much a shocker to see Dakota Mathias get some minutes there. He played 6 minutes. He didn't attempt a single shot. In fact, his entire stat line is all zeros in 6 minutes.
And I mean, that's probably all the run he's going to get.
Yeah.
That's all tweet. Why not put in Isaiah Joe over him?
Yeah, I mean, well, because he's a better shooter. Isaiah Joe is just.
I thought Joe was the better shooter coming out of college. I mean, you know better than me.
Joe is a good shooter, but I just don't think his body is ready yet.
He's real thin.
He's thin. He needs to grow. But Mathias has already shown that he can make shots. Isaiah Joe hasn't really done a thing yet. Wasn't Mathias pretty good? Was he in the G League last year, I think?
No, was he? I mean, let me see.
Pretty sure he was in the G League last year. And he shot the lights out. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the G League.
Yeah, he's a good shooter. So he just is more experienced.
He was a 2018 draftee entry. Man, I didn't realize how old he was.
The Nets are like the new Raptors. They have so many good players that nobody knew 2 seasons ago. I mean, all right. I mean, Karis LeVert, Sixers fans knew who that is. They're missing Spencer Dinwiddie too. That's the.
This is a typical back end of a back-to-back.
Yeah, it boils down to that. It's one of those like Cleveland Cavaliers games where you just throw it out the window. Don't even like look back.
Literally burn this game film and then focus on Denver.
Rasheen says, "How do we get Zach LaVine to be our bucket getter?" I don't know. Why would Chicago trade Zach LaVine? I don't know.
Well, if they've really bottomed out, I could see them doing it. But, I mean, they could potentially be in the hunt for a play-in game this year. So, I don't see a reason why they would have to deal with him because, I mean, he's far and away their best player.
by far. So, yeah. Joel looked pretty good last night, being a shot creator. Let's see, and even Seth Curry looked. He's made some really big plays in that fourth quarter. So I'm not rushing into a trade at all.
No. The only trade, I mean, if they're going to do any trades soon, it's for around the margins. Or if they're trading for some starter level guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, who do you think is most likely to be dealt in a deadline trade? I feel like Mike Scott has to be up there for salary filler.
Mike Scott, Matisse Thybulle, those are definitely the top two.
Ferk, I don't see.
The contract's too good. Good.
It would be Mike and Matisse then. That would probably have to go.
Yeah, guys like
but depending on the player, maybe Danny Green.
Right, Danny Green could be traded. That's a good one.
But that would have to be a good trade. For a pretty high level guy, because I still love Danny Green's defense.
Mm-hmm. Like I would love to replace Furkan Korkmaz, but at the end of the day, the Sixers need shooting, and having a guy that makes $1.8 million has value on a team like the Sixers. So that's my only point with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aram says they should try and get Brandon Ingram. Why would
they're not trading Ingram?
Why would they trade Ingram?
They're not going to trade Ingram.
It takes two to tango here. It's the same thing as Levine.
But I would take Levine over Ingram, though.
Yeah. LW says, what the hell is going on? Dude, it was a brutal
We're wondering the same thing.
That is the question of the night. It's called the back end of a back-to-back is really what it's called. The Sixers are sluggish. They're just checked out, especially the starting lineup. They're really struggling. They're getting open shots. They're just not falling. And they just look tired. Joel Embiid looks tired.
Joel's not asserting his will at all. I mean, he's not trying to bully at all.
No. And Ben Simmons is turning over the ball. The defense isn't good. The Nets are getting way too many easy buckets in the paint. It was not a fun first half. Nothing like last night, unfortunately.
Nope.
Sorry, guys. We can't win them all. And we're only down 14.
I apologize for the low energy right now. It's just like this game.
I know. Come on, guys. I feel tired too. That last night was exhausting, man. We did a post-game show right after that, and I was just like, whew.
I was exhausted too. I'm exhausted right now, and I didn't even do anything.
That was a hard game to watch last night. Not a hard game. That's a bad word. It was just
exhausting.
It was exhausting. It was like emotional highs, emotional lows. I was literally pacing back and forth for the entire fourth quarter, yelling at the TV. The dog's barking at me. My wife is yelling at me. You're gonna wake up the baby. Like all of that, all of that. But it was fun because we haven't had that in so long. We haven't had that level of intensity watching a sport since really the Flyers. So the Eagles gave me none of that this year. None.
I'm just dreading the takes that are going to come out of this game.
Oh, you don't. That's what Sixer Twitter is, man. You don't go to Sixers Twitter for intelligence. That's for sure.
But there's some intelligence there, but but there's a lot of energy there that I just am not a fan of.
There are too many narratives.
Oh yeah, well that's sports media right now. It's all about narratives. What do they talk about on all the sports shows? It's transactions, legacy, 50 feet of crap, and then actual basketball talk.
I can't stand that. Diverse says we definitely need a bona fide bucket getter. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. But like I said,
start.
We're gonna see what the trade deadline looks when that time comes. But right
time 13 seconds in, timeout. 13 seconds. I don't know who called that timeout.
Interesting. I wonder what that's about.
Didn't like something. So someone didn't like something.
Yep. Doc Rivers looks pissed. Someone didn't know their role. LW says Maxey looks good. Yep. Maxey definitely looked strong in the first half. Ben took a shot, so they can't complain about it. Only real take, they played an exhausting game last night and had to play on the road the next day. Amen. Amen. It's looking like
that was Doc Rivers that called the timeout.
It's looking like that Cleveland Cavaliers game where at the end of the day, you just throw out the tape and be like, that's not us, baby. That's not us. And just forget about it. Oh, man. Would love to see a better.
This timeout, I think, was really all right. Wake up. Time to wake up.
Yep. Right on, Marky 215. Right on, man.
No one should be overreacting to one game. Unless there was like a major injury in that game, then no one should overreact to one game.
Absolutely. Watching a Papa John's commercial. You know what's really good? I actually enjoyed it. Was Little Caesars pizza.
I've never had Little Caesars. How is it?
We got a large pizza for $5. $5 for
that can't be that can't be good.
It was good.
$5.
It fed for dinner our entire family for $5. I'm like, I will do this.
But I will say this though, it has to be better than Have you ever had White Castle?
I never had White Castle.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Is it?
So up at Fordham, right off of campus, literally the only fast food joint outside of this Chipotle that was within walking distance was White Castle. And my first 2 years there was a bullet hole in the front window. So I already knew this place.
Oh my God.
And you only really went there when you had a night that you just forgot. Because you wake up in the morning and you sit on the toilet for about an hour, 2 hours the next morning because those sliders are literally just grease on a roll. I mean, it was the most disgusting sliders I've ever had.
I never had it.
Don't have it.
Yeah, I try to stay away from fast food. They mess me up, man. They mess me up. But every now and then I crave one of those. But I hear what you're saying. Marky215 says, I still think we're going to win. Quill says, there's just more commercials. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Way more commercials.
I can't believe you called it a timeout 15 seconds in.
Sending a message, man.
Yeah. I respect it.
Sixers down 12 here.
Shake. Okay. There you go. Ooh, corner three.
Oh man, Jared Allen just got Joel.
Wait, is this true? 52 burgers for $3. There you go, Shake Milton.
I mean, I don't doubt it.
52 burgers for $3.
I wouldn't doubt it.
How is that possible?
I mean, I don't think it was that extreme, but that's what it really felt like.
That's like Burger King chicken nuggets right now.
I'm telling you, it's disgusting. You don't want to ever have White Castle.
I don't think I'm ever gonna like. To me, that screams like Burger King chicken nuggets, and those mess me up, man. There you go, Joel. Joel's hitting some shots here. Let's go, Joe. Sixers are down 11. Get the offense flowing here.
Oh my God! Get that! Get the boards!
Oh, what was that, Shake? I can't believe 52 burgers for $3.
That's. I mean, it didn't cost that, but that's what it felt like you were getting. It felt like you were getting cheap ass sliders.
Oh.
I mean, you could see the grease dripping off.
Oh, that's terrible.
And then the fries were soggy. I mean, just nothing appealing about it whatsoever. Can't imagine what a milkshake from there tastes like.
Oh, making me sick, man. Sixers down 11 here.
Oh, 3 from Tobias. 8-point game.
Keep the faith, guys. We got this, baby. Let's go. We got this, baby. I swear, like every single three-pointer Tobias gets, he's like, no one's within 5-10 feet of him.
No, because they're immediately going to double Joel, especially on that play.
Yep. Get in, Danny Green. Nice.
They really have to force Brooklyn to really.
Come on.
Oh, you're kidding me. DeMar Carroll, I mean Torian Prince. 3 from Danny Green to respond. You like to see that?
After stepping out of bounds on the corner 3 previously. What is that?
Oh, my God. What are you doing, Tobias?
We're hooping now.
Well, not right there.
Oh, no. Starting to score some points here. Come on, guys.
Oh, you kidding me?
Brock just called and said, stay solid. Stay solid, baby. We got this, fellas. I love it.
Man.
It's not an easy game here. Coyle says enough with the turnovers. It wasn't. It was like 10 burgers for $3. Oh. Remember talking during pregame about how like this was such.
There you go, Ben. Take it hard.
Remember
That didn't sound right.
in the pregame we were talking about how like fun this is to watch.
And now we get this. This
Yeah.
is what we deserve. Oh my God.
We totally walked into that one. Just keep it within striking distance. We'll be all right. Here I'm asking.
Apparently, so this. I mean, this is from Scoopy, so I don't know how reliable it is. But apparently, you want to know Kyrie's reasoning for not playing tonight?
What?
I just didn't want to play.
Jesus Christ! Imagine having that on your team.
It's definitely something deeper.
That's crazy. No, you know, it's very obvious that KD was not playing. This is a big game that would like make a statement with no KD, and given how well the Sixers were playing,
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie Irving was like, "No, I'm not doing this," and he bitched out. Is that a soft player or what? Man, Jesus.
I don't know. It's definitely something deeper. We'll find out eventually.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my God. Nice hands, feet.
Come on, guys. What is going on right now?
You get stops, but you got to get buckets after you get the stop.
It's unreal that this is only a 9-point game.
Offensive foul? What? 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 Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
What is that? What is that?
Do you even have the ball?
Oh my God.
That's terrible. That is so bad. Come on, guys. And then they hit 3. All right. Big Shane Gillis says, imagine trying to work with Kyrie in a cubicle at a 9-to-5 job. Absolutely not.
Oh my God.
This is all bad.
I got nothing to say.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm.
This is bad.
This feels like watching Celtics Sixers playoffs. Like they're within like striking distance the whole time, but they're sloppy and sluggish the whole time. They're out of sync.
Ugh. Just bad offense. Really bad offense.
Yep. Dunder Dude says refs are handing them the win. The Sixers are not hitting shots. Period. Marquis says they're playing sloppy, 100%. Marquis 215 says, "What is going on, yo? It's bad basketball, man." He said it. Sloppy on both ends. Kyrie defiantly microwaving fish in the microwave at lunch in the office. This might be the comment right there of the night. Chris Canmore says, "Brett Brown Sixers are back." That's totally what it feels like.
Yep.
Kyrie taking smoke breaks to vape in the bathroom.
If his reasoning really was, I just didn't want to play tonight, that's bad.
Mm-hmm. Really bad. Marquis says Sixers are not made for back-to-backs. They're playing in lifeless mode. Lifeless is a good word for that.
Yeah.
That's a well-chosen word for the Sixers' performance tonight. This is not fun. We went into this pregame, we're like, God, it's so much fun. Is this team more fun to watch than the 2001 Finals run with Allen Iverson?
We were just asking for this with that one. I mean, this is not good.
Wait, can you really hear like my chewing?
A little bit.
Are you serious?
A little bit.
You didn't tell me this whole time?
I wasn't paying it. I didn't. I mean, I heard it, but I didn't really think much of it. I'm also locked in on the. I was also locked in on the game.
That's so funny. I didn't know my chewing was that loud. Although I do have a microphone right here. That is really funny. That's great. Marquis with 215 says this is yesterday's game coming back to haunt us. Yeah, we'll see it. The Sixers have shown fight this season, man. They have shown fight. We'll see what happens, man. I'm not letting this game go yet, but we'll see. It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Oh, Jesus.
To be fair, though, like what have we had? Like 3 70+ point halves. Like we're 7-1. Like at this point last year, we probably had like a lot of these. Well, no, we started 5-0 last year. Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? Oh, this is getting bad, man. This is getting bad. Good Lord.
Man, TLC just slapped Joel. Oh, my God.
Sorry, Mo-Dog. If you're still here watching. Sorry, man. He put money on this game. Chris Cameron says the 2001 Sixers were amazing before Theo got injured. I felt the team wasn't the same when they traded for Mutombo. Tobias Harris, did you just airball that?
Yep.
What is going on right now? 9-0
Oh,
run.
they're up to 16 turnovers.
The Sixers?
Yeah.
Woo!
Burn this game film.
I know. This is right up there with the Cleveland Cavaliers game. Just go home, burn the tape, just completely forget about it. There's Shake, get a bucket. There we go, Shake. Coyle goes, Put in TB11.
Mhm.
All right, Maxie's in here. And Dwight is in. Nice. All right, Sixers ball. Anyway. Embiid looks tired. Put Embiid in timeout. Yeah, Embiid looks dead, man. He looks dead. I mean, he carried the entire team in that fourth quarter. The entire team. I think he had something to do with the last 17 points of the fourth quarter. Let the starters rest and let the bench work. You're getting pretty close to that, man. You're getting pretty close. Sixers on a 17-2 run. I wish. I wish.
What's Dwight doing, man?
Yeah, he's fighting.
You just got it teed up.
Did he really?
Yep. Or it might have been before the inbounds. Yeah, no, it was a tech.
Was it really?
Oh, we got Isaiah Joe minutes right now.
Isaiah Joe's in now? Looks like this is the end. Should we start the post game now?
we honestly could.
I'll never forget when we started the post game show for the Eagles game. I forget which one it was, but the game was already over, and we started the post game show like 5 minutes before it had actually ended. And Carson Wentz threw like a deep pass for a touchdown in garbage time. It was so funny, like halfway through the show, and I already announced like the score and the loss and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, this ain't good. Oh, but everyone, thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Get that rebound.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. This was not as if.
Thank you for being depressed with us.
Yeah, really. Anyway.
Yeah, we got Dakota Mathias and Isaiah Joe in the same game.
That's Doc Rivers is like, I've seen enough. Just go to bed. Doc Rivers says, go to bed.
No.
We're done here.
Oh my God.
Dakota Mathias with a bucket. Wouldn't that be the funniest thing ever to see the Sixers come back in this game?
I mean, the takes would be off the rails.
Woo! Yam says, they look like ish. Dunder Dude says, depressed, the word of the day. It's only one game, guys. Oh, nice little bucket by Maxey there. That was nice. Tyrese Maxey's been pretty good today. All things considered. Not many positives today.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. But at least he's got 9 points. What is his career high? 11? What's his high? 10. No, it is 11.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
Now another.
All right. So maybe he gets his career high in this game. Very likely, I'd say.
And now another.
Whoops. The Sixers just aren't getting stops on defense. That is really another one of the major takeaways here. The Nets are getting whatever they want. They're hitting shots. Where are they at now? Let's look at team stats. Sixers only have 14 turnovers this game, or 14 assists in this game. They're getting out rebounded. More points in the paint for the Nets. The Sixers have 30 points off turnovers in this game. You wouldn't know it.
No, you would not know it.
That's a weird stat. Isaiah Joe?
I thought it was going in too.
Oh, boy.
No foul. How was there no foul in that play?
Josh George was had a really good afro. I remember that. That was good. I like this comment. If you guys need a break for the post game, if you took it now.
No, we're pushing through.
We've already made it this far. Brutal.
Am I watching a G League game right now?
I know. Yeah. We need 2 more knockdown shooters like Curry. You're gonna get some. You're gonna get some at the trade deadline.
Oh, and TLC got teed up.
Really?
And one, and TLC got teed up.
Nice. Start the comeback now. Don't call it a comeback. We're coming. Nice little defense by Tyrese Maxey there. Dwight Howard. Let's go, Dwight Howard, man.
Hey, look. Yeah, TLC threw the ball at him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
You'll see the replay. That was so weak.
That was so soft. Come on, TLC. You're better than that, man.
I mean, what was the point of that?
I know. That was bad.
He out-muscled you. What did you expect?
Oh, what a coward. he kind of just like soft threw it. Like it was just like a toss. At least if you're gonna throw a ball at someone, like have like some balls and like.
I don't know. He didn't even say anything to him.
That's funny.
That was so funny.
All right, we're only down 12. We're down 12 with a minute remaining in the third. Let's go, Sixers. We got this.
I better get that ball. Oh man, Tyrese's floater is so nice.
You got another one?
Yep, 10-point game.
Oh my God, let's go. And he already put out the starters. Do the starters come back in the fourth?
Maybe. I don't know.
They've been so bad. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and the strip.
Tyrese Maxey, his touch around the rim, man. So good.
Oh, I don't know how that wasn't a travel, but okay. 8-point game.
Are you serious right now? What is happening? I've got 22 seconds left. Nets dribbling.
Oh, Joe Harris.
Tyrese Maxey.
10-point game.
Yo, Maxey has been incredible in this third quarter. They didn't call it a travel.
Was that not a travel?
That was definitely a travel.
How is this a 10-point game?
We'll take it, guys. 10-point game. Do the Sixers starters come back in this game? The bench really looked pretty good there.
It's a 10-point game.
Because of the bench. All right, Dwight Howard and Tyrese Maxey have 20 points combined. They are plus 24. They are really leading the bench.
The bench brought more energy than the starters.
Easily. Every single starter is negative. Every single bench player on the Sixers is a positive tonight. Dwight Howard and Maxey Show are shooting 9 of 14 from the floor, 14 boards, 2 assists, a block, and 20 points. Dwight Howard and Tyrese Maxey, man, that is one of the most fun bench duos there is. I love them to death. Maxey says rookie of the year. I mean, Diverse says Maxey.
You can't take this lineup right now. I mean, they have too much momentum.
I know, right? Keep them in. Let them play. Chris says the refs are garbage, 100% garbage. They're terrible. Look at Maxey. Dunderdew says keep the bench in as long as we can. And Mark says Maximus prime time. I'll be right back.
All right.
Time for
Yes, Marquise. I never thought I would see the day 2 that the backups actually lead a comeback. Greg Monroe would not lead this comeback in 2019. That was the most blatant travel ever. I can't get over it.
I can't wait for tomorrow, dude. This was I literally had the last 2 weeks off for the holiday break, and I worked straight 8 to 8, not 8 to 8, but 7 to 7 these last 4 days, and I'm straight up exhausted. And I only work a half day tomorrow.
I don't blame you.
But I'm drained.
I'm still waiting for class to start back up. I start back on the 19th, so I'm still waiting for that day to come.
Is it Zoom and stuff?
Yeah, it's all Zoom.
Yeah. Marquise,
what are you gonna do?
Marquise says time for the comeback with the backups. I love it.
The other day, got my first ever COVID test. Not because I think I have it, but just to be safe.
Yeah.
Because my mom needed to get one to go back to work, so I figured I'd get one too. It's so weird.
Is it?
Oh, it's so weird. It's like your brain is being tickled.
That is weird. I know. I haven't had one. Chris says go small and fast. Simmons at center. Maxey, Milton, Harris. I like that. Big Shane.
Same lineup out there right now.
All right, we are 1 point away from Tyrese Maxey's career high here. Hopefully Maxey gets that. That'd be fun to watch. Other than that, the Sixers are in this, man. Sixers are in this. Let's go. The bench, the same lineup still in the game. Let's go. I guess the question is, how long is their leash? How long will Doc Rivers run this group heading in?
I can't imagine it's very long.
Yeah, probably right.
Shake's getting ready to come in.
Tyrese Maxey, man. That guy he loves to shoot, man. Loves to shoot. He's definitely got the green light. Oh, man, can't give up second chance opportunities there.
Tyrese.
Again?
One game. Joe Harris.
Tyrese Maxey, let's go. Come on, man. There's a game high, NBA game high for Tyrese Maxey, 13 points. Love it. I love it. This Joe Harris guy, man, I'm about ready to punch him in the face, man. Killing us. Killing us. Joe Harris has 25 points off the bench. Good Lord. Yeah, Joe Harris.
Ben's back in. Ben, Shake, and Tobias are back in.
All right. Did Dwight really foul out there?
Wait, did he? I don't believe so. They're going real small right now.
Dwight Howard did foul out. I thought Dwight Howard was terrific tonight. He was great.
He irritated them, man.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a big if, the Sixers do come back, like Dwight.
They're going uber small right now.
I love how Doc kept Maxey in this game, and love the
some Ben is small ball 5 right now.
Yeah. Yep. Did that last night too. Yes. Oh man, it needs to go in. Oh, we got some comments here. We got playing small ball. Ben at point center. Chris says they got this. Nets can't match this. Harris's white man Beal tonight.
Can't argue with that.
Looks like it, man. Ugh. Question is Tiago joining us later?
I think he is. He said he's joining for the post game, right?
Yeah. God, I love Tyree. Oh, that was a good shot.
Dude.
That was good defense by Max.
Sorry, it's back up to 17.
Is it really?
Yep.
Damn it. Well.
That was fun while it lasted.
They put the starters back in. They lose the lead immediately. That's funny. The biggest positive lineup in this game was Maxey, Howard, Matthias, Thibault, and Joe. Is that true?
Yep.
That might be the biggest positive 5-man lineup tonight. Because outside of that, it's been a shit show. This sums it up. What a great game. Had lots of fun tonight. Sorry, guys. Wish we could do something about this. Maxey is the real deal. Yeah, but at least we got something out of this. Maxey had a career high, 13 points in 19 minutes. He was a +7, 3 boards, 2 assists, a steal, a block. I really like what I saw from Maxey and Howard tonight. They were great. The Maxey Dwight Howard duo is really, really strong. You want to see that grow as they get ready for the playoffs for sure. Turning back to CNN, don't do that. No one wants to watch that. The starters played less than the bench did the same, and Embiid and Ben needs to be consistently playing at a high level. Oh, man. That's really what it feels like. It's really how crazy yesterday was. It's not your fault. It's payback for yesterday. Karma's a bitch, man. Oh, there it is. Karma for yesterday's game.
Yep. I mean, the universe had to balance itself back out.
Yeah.
So this is what they get for having that game last night.
Would they shoot from 3 like 60%? Something
60,
crazy.
it's like 65.
Yep. And we're back. They pull us right back. I've been wanting Buddy Hield and still do. No, that's not happening. Buddy Hield's not coming to the Sixers.
They don't need him. They have Seth Curry.
Ain't happening. $70-2 though. 70-2 though. What are the main takeaways of this game? I mean, I don't even want to talk about it. It's honestly just throw it out. That's the main takeaway. If you guys have any other main takeaways,
I mean, I'm not losing sleep over this game at all.
oh,
Joel's back in for some reason.
why?
Yeah, why is he in this game?
Oof. Embiid misses. Forfeit the back-to-back games. That's my takeaway. Oof.
Okay.
Danny Green for 3?
Back-to-back threes.
Are you serious?
11-point game.
All right. Who hit the next one?
Joel.
Did he? And a block. I'm behind.
You're so behind.
I hate it. This is wide open. All right. All right.
What was that?
Oh. Oh my God, Joel just throws it out of bounds. Oh, really tough game to watch, guys. Oh my goodness. How many of those have we had tonight? Where the guy just throws the ball out of bounds?
Too many.
From Tobias to Ben to Joel to, it's just, they're just out of it. Good Lord. That's a good summary of this game. I mean, their effective field goal percentage has been getting better and better and better over the last 4 games. And this is just not at all what they've been playing at in terms of offensive efficiency.
I hate these. Well, someone got teed up.
Oh. Big Shane knows something we don't.
Dude, what was Jared Allen doing?
No. Philly Beat says we might be down 50 if Durant and Kyrie were playing. I don't know. Yeah, they probably would be. Do you think?
Let's not kid ourselves right now.
Do you think though, they would play at a higher intensity though if they were playing?
I would want to think so. Toby just has come down to earth in this game.
Yeah. I mean, no Durant, no Kyrie, and the Brooklyn Nets have 100+ points with 7 minutes remaining in the fourth. Where's the defense?
This passing is just, what is this?
Yeah, when you see guys hit the front of the rim like that, their legs are done, man. Their legs are done. And
I'm talking about the next play that you're behind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah, like the feel and like the feel of this game offensively for the Sixers is just off. Like
At this point, it's just for pride.
you can tell that like they're just a half step behind in this game.
It's all pride. I don't know. I mean, the only reason I can come up with for why the Stars are in right now is for pride.
Yeah, I don't know. Shake Milton hits a bucket, down 12 with 5 remaining. Shake Milton has 20 points. There we go. There we go. So Doc Rivers isn't giving out any participation trophies tonight. Ugh. This is one of those games where I just can't wait to like go to bed and forget about it. Although
Do we have to do a post game show for this?
it's a good question.
This is a game that you just want to forget about.
All right, we'll let the comments decide. Guys watching, should we do a post game show or not?
I was being kind of rhetorical. I mean, we'll do.
Oh, I hear you, man. I'm tired. I'm hitting my end here. I'm an old dad. 10 o'clock for me is like I'm out. The funny thing is, like, the Sixers have been within reach relatively. Like, it's not been too crazy. The Sixers are like a 8-0 run from this being a game, which happened.
But that ain't coming.
No, I agree. Thunder Dude says post game, no player of the game, grade the team an F. We suck back to backs. Any plugs?
That's what it's going to be. I mean, I know Thiago will have some stuff to say, but
that's so funny. That's 100% it. I love it. Do a post game until you guys fall asleep on stream. We're pretty close, dude. We're pretty close. Pretty exhausted. Painted line sleepover party. Let's go. Dude, yes. I know it's 3 minutes behind. You don't have to make a big deal about it. I'm just messing.
Apparently the mayor of Seattle is optimistic that the Supersonics could return to the NBA after having conversations with Adam Silver.
That's great. Oh, how did Joel make that bucket? Joel makes a free throw here. It's an 11-point game.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Oh my God. Like the other takeaway of this game is just brutal to watch. It's just
good Shake game tonight, by the way.
Yeah, Shake had a good game.
22, 7 of 11 from the field.
This was as much as we talked about how fun this team was watching them, how like the spacing and they just were playing as like a cohesive unit. It's the exact opposite this game. And again, it's the back end of a back-to-back. Like this is what happens. This is what happens to good teams. Bring back Sean Kemp. I mean, he's pretty much playing in New Orleans. It's not been pretty these last 2 games, Chris. It's not been pretty. Defense has been really strong. It's just been Very, very questionable these last two games. I mean, they played pretty well against the Hornets, 112 then 101. They lit up the Magic, kept the Raptors to 93. They got blown out by the Cavaliers, kept the Knicks to 89, played the Wizards strong in the opener. That was the biggest thing I wanted to see tonight, was their defensive intensity. Probably too tall of a task for this team. They're clearly exhausted. And speaking of exhausted, we've got Tiago.
You guys are here, man. I thought you guys may call it a day tonight.
You have no idea how much we're suffering right now.
Yeah, everything hurts tonight. This is brutal.
This is
Follow my man Tiago on Twitter at TScabia. Check out all of his content at thepainalliance.com. One of the best Sixers follows you will find out there at TScabia. What's going on, Tiago?
Oh man, I wish this game never happened. This is a long 2 hours. Am I going to send the
who's your boy? Celtics fan? What?
Boston super fan?
Yeah.
He'll be in your DMs tonight about this.
Yeah, he's already talking up Peyton Pritchard. So we have arrived.
The Peyton Pritchard narrative. Here we go.
Yeah, the crash is going to be beautiful when he when he stops shooting.
I mean, speaking of narratives, this game is the perfect narrative kind of night where people are going to be throwing out so many takes about this team.
Especially in a game where like Ben Simmons is atrocious on both ends.
He was bad.
He was really, really bad, and Embiid played with no energy. But when those things happen, usually Ben is the one that takes the most of the blame. So I'm looking forward to the trade machine takes tomorrow.
I was literally about to say that.
Who do you
so
think?
many trade machine screenshots.
Who do you guys think he's going to get traded for tomorrow?
Zach LaVine.
Exactly.
Brad Beal.
Yeah.
Brandon Pritchard.
Ingram.
Like Mike Conley or something like that. Yeah, let's trade a 25-year-old for a 39-year-old point guard. Something like that.
Kyle Lowry. That's gonna be
Kyle Lowry. Yeah, Kyle Lowry. That's a good one. So, yeah, I mean, these are the games where like energy has to win, and the Sixers have none.
Look at this comment. Post game. No player of the game.
That should be our post game. I'm gonna send the Sixers an invoice for the last 2 hours.
I saw this game coming from a mile away.
Really?
I knew this was gonna happen.
I would 100% be down for a post game. If you guys are, if we go, what's up, everybody? Welcome to our post game show. Joey, what was the take of the game? And you go, they suck. All right, let's go to Tiago. Don't play back.
We'll make it 15 minutes.
No, what if we made it like a minute long? That'd be so funny.
I mean, I could talk for like 20 minutes just on Tyrese because I thought Maxey was unbelievable tonight. Yeah. I thought it was the best he's ever looked.
He impressed me on the defensive end. He was being the best.
Exactly. Like he was really good on defensive end for sure.
Maxey, Dwight. I thought Dwight was great.
Really?
Yeah.
He fouled out in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but he was a big part of that whole comeback in that third quarter. Like Dwight was actually setting a tone that we didn't see from the starting lineup at all.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like freaking Jared Allen should not have like 20 offensive rebounds. That's embarrassing.
I mean, he torched Gobert yesterday.
Yeah, but we saw what Joel does with Jared Allen, right? We watched that playoff series. I mean, he used to dunk Jared Allen in the rim.
Yeah,
like, today we're just like whatever.
They weren't feeling this game. They just they had no interest in this game whatsoever, and you can clearly tell.
Right.
I don't know why they're still in.
Oh man, Vasilios, thank you, dude.
Yeah. $199. Do it. What is that?
We got some money.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, we got to talk about Ben's offensive game, man. I'm starting to get worried. Well, not just the jump shot, because I think the jump shot is what it is. He's never going to be a shooter, but like around the rim, man, like
the post ups are going to drive people insane.
Yeah, but it's the wiggle, it's the touch. I mean, he takes the LeBron approach, which I get. Like you're a big, fast, strong guy, but you're not LeBron James strong. And that's like a problem because if he doesn't develop that strength to finish consistently like LeBron does, like he just doesn't have the wiggle to finish like some of those finesse guys. So when we talk about like, Kyrie or something, I'm not comparing him to Kyrie, but like a guy like Kyrie has the wiggle, has the finesse, has the touch, has the savviness to get around guys at the rim and finish. And Ben is just a straight line drive power guy. And like he has not developed that wiggle or any other counter move to finish. And like I'm concerned because like that's going to translate to a lot of misses, which is going to impact his confidence. Like I'm concerned. I mean, I haven't seen much difference on his downhill game. I could care less about the jump shot. People make a fuss about that for no reason, but the downhill scoring, like you should be at a point now where you should have some counter moves to your game. And he doesn't have that, which is concerning.
There were at least like 3 times a night that I remember where you can tell that he went up and was trying to, finesse like with a scoop shot or something like that.
Yeah,
and it just didn't work because that shot is just not his thing.
Right.
He tries too hard to be a finesse finisher and he's just not.
And my thing with him is like you have to have that counter floater. So if you don't have to go like downhill and seek contact every time, if they're going to play you under the rim, just pull up from 3 or 4 feet and just have that floater like Maxey does. Maxey does a lot of that stuff. Like that should be part of his arsenal. He hasn't developed that. It's just everything feels so forced downhill. And today was a prime example of a guy who it was bad. It was
a bad effort all around. When I saw Dakota Mathias getting first quarter minutes, I knew that this was going to be an L. I could tell that they didn't care about this game at all.
Yeah, he's got a jump shot though, man. He can't do anything else, but he can.
My Ben Simmons pick for player of the game is not looking very good.
Oh man, Chris, you got to stop picking him, man.
I haven't picked Ben in a while. But yeah, I mean, Ben's history against the Nets is really good.
Yeah, it is. It's usually without Joel too. Like there's just no room in the paint.
Well said.
It was bad, man. And the Ben stuff hasn't been good offensively at the rim all year, which is it's a little bit concerning. But he's looked great defensively most nights, which is important.
Yeah. Tyrese Maxey 3 again.
Oh, really? You're way ahead of me. You guys saw that pull-up 3 you had in the first half.
That was no hesitation.
Yeah. I got to see it coming up now. I got the YouTube TV subscription.
Ah, what's up, man? I haven't seen it either yet.
Yeah. I wish like Isaiah Joe would hit the rim. That would be nice. He's yet to do that.
I thought he was supposed to be the sharpshooter, and he hasn't been close.
Yeah, man. I think the NBA distance is a little bit, caught him off guard a little bit. Oh, man. Anyways, it was a good game by Tyrese. Oof.
That's pretty much it. And Shake, Shake had a pretty good game.
Yeah, he looks really good off that pick and roll, man. Like I tweeted a stat. I can see if I can pull it up because it's pretty eye-opening, and there's enough of a sample size here to really like make a case about Shake. So the stat is he scored on 54% of his pick and roll possessions. So the players have scored at a higher frequency than he has on off the pick and roll are Kawhi, Beal, Wall, Harden, and Ja Morant. Sorry, and that's it. Like that's it. So you see like the level of play he's at right now. It's pretty impressive.
So what is like? So where I'm conflicted is I love what I see from Tyrese Maxey in the pick and roll. How does Doc balance that off the bench? Like, and where do you see that moving forward, man? Like, because both are looking good off the ball, on the ball. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, games like today, especially on the defensive end, like Joey was saying, like Tyrese looked really good on the defensive end. Like he's very aware of rotations and things like that. So
yeah,
when you start seeing that from a 20-year-old kid, like that is a sign that he should be getting more playing time.
Yeah,
like
I mean, he won't be. He's not like he's gonna be a stopper.
Right.
He'll be guarding 1s and 2s for the rest of his career. But if he can just be a pest and get into passing lanes, that's all you can really ask for him. Just cause some chaos.
So I think, like, to answer your question, Chris, like, I could see lineups where Tyrese is with the starters for a little bit, alleviate some of the load on Shake, or some of the load on Danny Green or whatever.
Yep.
Because the fit with, again, Joel and that is pretty smoothly if you can shoot the ball, which he has shown the last couple of days to do so.
Yeah.
Again, like it's only been 2-3 games. Remember last year, like Thibault had a stretch in December where he was shooting lights out, and now he can't even hit the rim. So, we have to wait and see. But there's a path for me for Tyrese to really be a starter in the NBA, like a legit, like second type scorer on a championship type team. Like that to me is his ceiling. So, I mean, there's a lot to like with him.
All right, Vasilios, thank you again, man. You're the man. By the way, this guy's I think this is his second time throwing down some money. Thank you. You don't have to. You appreciate it. So humble. You're the man.
If you want to pay for my roof too, it's going to cost $1,200.
Can I get $5?
All right, let's get this post game done.
Let's get this over with.
All right, guys, we're going to run the intro. We'll be right back. We're not ending the show. We're starting the post game show. I'm starting with the intro, and we'll go right into top takeaways, our player of the game, how we grade the team, and final thoughts. Be right back. Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Dives, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Welcome to TPL Live. This is the Sixers versus Nets post-game show. We're going to talk about our top takeaways. We're going to do our player of the game. Probably not Sixers, but we will also be doing grades. Let's talk about joining us tonight, my man Joey, who was with us during the watch party all night long. Follow him on Twitter at JoeyD_6. Joey, hanging in there, buddy.
That wasn't fun.
Man, after a game where the Sixers put up their highest offensive rating, their best effective field goal percentage, their best pace, we get this. And it was a third game in a 4-night stretch. It was the back end of a back-to-back. We all kind of expected it, but this is Doc Rivers. This team comes out prepared. This team has one of the best point differentials in the first half. This is a different Sixers. Not so much. Also joining us today is my man Tiago. Follow him on Twitter at TScabia. Check out all of his content over at thepaintlines.com. Tiago, how you doing, man?
I think one thing that tonight teaches us is that you can take the old Sixers from the roster, but you can't take the old Sixers from the Sixers. And that's just the Sixers being the Sixers, man. That's all this is tonight. You know, we saw that way too often last year. And it's just reared its ugly head again tonight.
Yeah, you would have
coming from a mile away.
Yeah,
exactly. We saw this coming, man.
You could just like put Brett Brown on the sideline and you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know any different. Let's talk about top takeaways. I kind of like threw into it. Like you talk about a team that has just been in cruise control offensively, the spacing, the ball handling, everyone looking cohesive. That Seth Curry being not on the court for the starting lineup had a trickle-down effect across the board. You saw it from the jump. This team was sloppy. They were sluggish. They were a half a step behind the entire game. How many missed wide-open shots do we see over and over again? How many times did we see Joel Embiid or Tobias Harris throw the ball away, unforced turnovers? It was a really difficult game to watch. That's what we're talking about, the Brett Brown stuff. What about you, Joey? What's one of your takeaways?
I mean, I think you pretty much hit on everything. I mean, that was a pretty lethargic effort on both ends of the court there. I mean, on the offensive end, you had so many unforced errors, so many bad entry passes, so many just lazy passes in general. I mean, Joel just didn't assert himself until the last minute of the game. Ben looked terrible, as I'm sure Thiago will talk about in great detail. I mean, just post ups need to stop. I mean, Tobias came down to earth tonight. And the only real upside on the offensive end was Shake, who had a pretty decent game. I believe he had 22 on 7 of 11 from the field, which you'll take that any given day. And then defensively, it was terrible. You're not closing out, not shutting down the passing lanes, just not going after boards. It was just a very, very – they looked depressed out there. They looked like they just did not want to be playing that game tonight.
They look like –
and as we all should have expected this.
Do they play like us right now? Because that's how I feel.
Yes.
This one just obviously, like, no joke. This is one of those games, just like the Cleveland Cavaliers game. You just throw out, head home, burn the tape, move on. What about you, Tiago? What's one of your takeaways?
Yeah, to ask Tobias Harris to complete a pass in transition is like to ask to hit a lottery because he's such a bad passer, man. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, Ben is cutting, and it's an easy oop, and he throws the ball like 5 feet over the rim. It's incredible. Yeah, we talked about this before the post-game show around Ben Simmons. And listen, like, there's going to be a lot of takes, as there usually are when the Sixers play poorly, around Ben and his ability to shoot a jump shot, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm not concerned about the jump shot. I've never been. I don't think Ben Simmons is ever going to be a shooter in the NBA, which is fine. Other guys aren't and are phenomenal players, and I think Ben can easily fit into that mold. But some of the things that I'm starting to see with Simmons that have not improved in his career is his ability to finish consistently around the rim. So we talked about that before the game. You know, it's his downhill attack and reliability on his strength. So he's not a guy who has a lot of wiggle. He's not a guy who has a lot of, finesse around the rim. And his game is molded in a similar fashion of LeBron James. LeBron James is a powerful guy downhill, uses his strength and athleticism to get to the hoop. But he's not as strong as LeBron James, and he may never be as strong as LeBron James. And if that's the case, what is his next step offensively to be a consistent scorer at the rim? And that's what I'm kind of struggling to see from Ben Simmons moving forward. At 23, 24, 25, he should have another counter to his offensive game when he's attacking downhill. And you can see, like, he has very little change of pace. He has almost no wiggle. So I'm watching these games this year, and I'm seeing some of the same stuff we've seen over the course of his career. And it's manifests itself in a lot of easy misses around the rim. So I would like to see the coaching staff work with Ben more on being a little more finesse around the rim, using the change of pace, a little wiggle, and get him to kind of just stop the consistent, like running through a brick wall kind of thing, because, it was ugly tonight, and it's been ugly for most of the year. Like, his finishing around the rim has been, in general, not as good as it can be. So, again, it's something to keep an eye on. Like, that does not change the fact that Ben is a phenomenal player, a top-tier overall NBA player. But offensively, you want to see things in his arsenal that he can expand upon to be a more complete offensive player. And so far this year, that has not been the case.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons finished with 11 points, 4 of 13 from the floor. He did take a three. He missed it. Looked pretty confident taking that three. But 5 turnovers compared to 2 assists. That's not going to get it done. Let's go to our players of the game. I'm looking at Joel Embiid's stat, 20 points and 12 boards. That has to be one of the quietest 20 points and 12 boards performances.
For clarity, I swear like 8 of those came within that, what was basically garbage time within the last 4 minutes of that quarter.
Yeah.
So.
All right, player of the game is by far Tyrese Maxey, 16 points, NBA career high for a game. Tiago, what was your take on Tyrese Maxey tonight?
Yeah, I mean, the people are going to go to the offensive end, and I think rightfully so, because I thought Maxey's jump shot is becoming the storyline of the early season. It looks smooth. It looks really good. But to me, I go to the defensive end, and I thought that tonight was Maxey's best defensive game by a long stretch. I try to pay close attention to him off the ball. He was super aware, like rotating the right guys, contesting guys at the three-point line, and he was very, very engaged. He was very good. You can start seeing the length have an impact on guys. He had a couple of steals tonight, really made some great plays on the ball. So, offensively, he's going to be hit or miss at some nights. He's going to hit some nights he's not. But if he can give you this type of defensive effort and consistency, now we really got something, a guy who can really play for, 20, 25 minutes a night. So I thought Maxey for me tonight was phenomenal.
What about you, Joey? Player of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with co-players of the game with Tyrese and Shake, because if Shake didn't have those 22 points, this game might have been even uglier.
It would have been a disaster.
This game would have been a disaster without him. I mean, he was as steady as he could possibly be. I mean, just, playing with purpose, knocking down open shots when he needed to, distributing the ball pretty well. He played as well as he could possibly do. And like Thiago said with Tyrese, this was probably his best all-around game of the season so far.
Yep.
I mean, the jump shot looked good. He pulled up from 3 without any hesitation whatsoever. The mid-range game was on point. The floater game was on point, and on defense, he was being a pest. So that's all you could. That's all you could ask for from him. So on an overall terrible night, at least we got some a good Tyrese and Shake game.
Yep.
And just one more point on that, because you can see like Doc's confidence with Tyrese growing. So in that second quarter, like when he subbed in a lot of the starters, like Tyrese stayed on the court.
Yep.
So he was riding Tyrese hard in that second quarter, and he earned the minutes, man. Like Maxey has been phenomenal these last week or so.
So my question to you, Thiago, and that's kind of like the big thing that's starting to evolve. Well, it's not starting to. We talked a lot about this in the preseason as well, is who is on the ball with Shake and Tyrese. These are two guys that have looked terrific in the pick and roll. If you're Doc Rivers, how do you balance who is leading the pick and roll between Shake Milton on the bench, Tyrese Maxey on the bench, or starting lineup? Like, how does that mesh, and what does that look like moving forward?
So if both guys are going to come in off the bench at the same time, I think there's a lot of value for Shake to play off the ball. I think Shake's jump shot is really good, and he shot over 40% off the catch threes last year on over 100 attempts. So I'm sorry.
It's not happening this year, though.
I mean, it's still early, Chris, and he's going to hit those. He's got a good shot, man. I really think he can be a really good shooter in the NBA, and I like him off the catch, just getting wide open looks. And I think Maxey can generate a lot of those looks. Now, we talked about this during the game, and I'll say the same stat again because I think it's worth mentioning one more time. I went back and looked during the game. So Shake Milton coming into tonight scored on 54% of his pick and roll possessions. The only guys who've scored more on pick and roll possessions this year are Kawhi Leonard, Bradley Beal, John Wall, James Harden, and Ja Morant. So that's it. That's all the guys who've scored. So that gives you an idea of the player that Shake Milton's turned into. Again, I'm not putting him in that category, but you can't dismiss Shake's ability to come downhill off the screen, and he has a tremendous finish with both hands at the rim. So, there's a lot for Doc to play there with those two guys, and it's exciting, man, because that's the center of what Doc wants to get on offensively is ball handlers that can score and play off screens, and those guys have done that all year, and they're young and they're cheap, man. That's exciting.
Yeah. They could use one more perimeter guy like him, but that's maybe a little more elite
right.
at that kind of stuff. But for right now, Shake is getting the job done, and no matter who they get, he's still going to be valuable in that sort of role.
They need a shooter, like a guy who I would love off the bench is like Otto Porter Jr. Just get him from the Bulls. He's in the last year of his contract. Have him come off the bench for 25, 30 minutes a night. You may have to give up like a pick and stuff, match some salaries, but he's a great guy you can put on there off the bench and gives you that scoring that they don't have consistently with Korkmaz out.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of his. Rodney Hood would be so great.
Yeah,
coming off the bench on this team, just as a shot maker you can give the ball to.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into team grades. How would you grade tonight's performance, Joey?
That was a D game. That was a D.
What?
Well, F. All right, I was trying to be nice.
Where did the D come from?
That was an F. That was an F game. I mean, that burn the tape and just forget about it.
You don't get points for showing up. That's on the
I was trying to be
contract.
nice about it. I didn't. I mean,
there's no participation participation trophies in the NBA.
Because I did like what I saw from Tyrese and Shake, and I thought maybe that could boost up a little bit. But everyone else just gave absolutely poor effort overall.
19 turnovers from the starters. F. What about you, Tiago?
I'll give it an obvious F, but I can change this grade to like a C minus if they come out on Saturday and just blow Denver off the door, just blow them out the building. Then I'll be like, you know what? They took the night off, but they were ready to play Denver. They came out and just freaking, destroyed them.
That's the thing. If they come out lethargic again on Saturday,
then this
is going to look even worse.
Like, what are we doing, man? You took a night off, and now you come here and you do this nonsense. And Denver plays like no defense. Like Denver is one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA by far. So
the weirdest moment in this game came when it was, I think, the end of the third quarter, early fourth quarter, when by far, I don't know what the stats are, Tiago, but it seemed like from watching the game, Dwight Howard, Maxey, Matthias, Thibault, and Isaiah Joe were by far the biggest pluses in this game. That lineup combination was by far the most effective lineup they had going tonight. And they actually made a dent into into this game and actually made it, like an 8-point game at one point. And that's just a really funny fact. I'm not saying I'm not turning that into
that's such an indictment on how bad the starting lineup was.
It was bad. The starting lineup was bad. Starting with Seth Curry not playing tonight, starting with the back-to-back, throw it all into the trash can, burn it to the ground, burn it all, move on. Let's talk about final thoughts, Tiago. What are your final thoughts?
I was gonna say when Doc called on Dakota Mathias to come in the second quarter, right? So he should have came in with the white flag. He just kind of waved it as he walked into the court.
That was the ultimate surrender move.
I know we got another 2.5 quarters to play, but here's the rest of the.
I was trying to be logical about that move, and I'm like, all right, get an extended rest in the game. Okay, I see that. And then the real Sixer fan of me was like, all right, this is just.
I was trying to look like maybe there's a spacing thing he wants to get done with Matthias, and a minute I was like, nah. He's waving the red flag, which I'm okay with, man. Like, you know what? Like, I don't put that.
Yeah, but like I said earlier before we started this, I just hate the fact that this is going to feed into every narrative that's going around on Sixers Twitter right now, and I'm going to be hearing about it for the next 48 hours.
Yeah. Final thoughts are like we went into this game like so hyped up, talking about is this the most fun team to watch since the 2000 Iverson finals run. We were just gushing over this team offensively, and boom, this happened. And it was just one of those like games. We just saw it from the jump. They didn't have it tonight. They were a step behind. Did we do final thoughts for you, Joey? I'm not sure.
I have no more final thoughts. I'm forgetting about this game.
This is pretty much as bad as it gets. What about you, Tiago? Did you get your final thoughts in?
Yeah, it's disappointing because you expected KD, Kyrie, and the whole show to come in and do that whole big thing. But the Sixers have plenty of opportunities the next couple of weeks to prove themselves. Yeah, you look at the schedule. You got Denver, Miami, Boston, Atlanta, Lakers. If they want to show who they are as a team, they have a very good opportunity in January to do that. So stay tuned.
All right, Joey, plugs.
Go give me a follow on @JoeyD_6 on Twitter, or don't. Hopefully, I'll be dropping some more content now that my time's a little freer nowadays. So be on the lookout for that, and go give me a follow.
Tiago.
Yeah, so I'm writing a piece about Zach LaVine because I think Zach LaVine has shown tremendous growth this year as a player, and that's a name Sixers fans should get used to because there could be a path for Zach LaVine to be a Sixers in the future. And then I'm also writing about why I think Joel Embiid is the early season defensive player of the year candidate. So look out for that.
All right. Lastly, thank you, everybody here who commented, liked, and subscribed tonight. The comments were flowing all night long. We have the best fan base here by far, and real rational basketball fans, which is more than we could ever ask for. I think we only had one. As bad as that was tonight, I think we only had one Trade Ben comment, and that was like,
wow, on a night like tonight.
The fact we got one is still bad.
I mean, he was atrocious tonight. I'm surprised it was only one.
Progress, guys. We're talking about progress. So I just want to say thank you, everybody here, for watching. Please be sure to go follow us on Twitter at The Painted Lines. Go check us out at thepaintedlines.com. Please be sure to subscribe. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Make sure you follow my man Joey D on Twitter at JoeyD_6 and my man Tiago at TScabia. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you Saturday night. Next time, stay awesome.